with it. Yeah, give me my phone at the top. All right, shalom, shalom. Out here once again, prophesy the downfall, Babylon the Great, America, Orlando, which is spiritually Egypt, Sodom, Rome, Nineveh, Syria, and to warn the hopeful elect of the impending danger that's about to happen. So Lord willing, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles, and the bishops, and elders, a great millstone, who will well and teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready to accept it or not, and the sincere salutation to all the octave. Pushing this truth and believing this truth, but four winds of the earth, the entire world shed light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the outlaw who are listening learning. If you since well listen learning. Out here once again, man, the prophet of the downfall of America. Y'all got it.
Psalms 102 and 15. So the heathen shall fear the name of the Lord, and all the kings of the earth thy glory. When the Lord shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his glory. He will regard the prayer of the destitute, and not despise their prayer.
Hey, in the importance of this verse, it said, the name of the Lord. Hey, give me real quick, 1 Kings 10 and 1. This is about the name of the, this is about Yahweh Shema Shai establishing his power in the earth. This is Yahweh re-establishing himself, his son, and his people in the earth. And it's going to be through great judgment. Whoever got it.
1 Kings 10 and 1. And when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon.
Right, so it says she heard the fame of Solomon. Go ahead.
Concerning the name of Yahweh.
Concerning the name of the Lord. She heard the fame of Solomon because of who Solomon's power was. It was about the name of Yahweh, man. Why Jake don't want to call on the name of the Lord. Hey, the Lord going to force, since you don't want to do it willingly, the Lord's going to force niggas to call on his name, man. Him and his son's name. You got it. So I'm going to read that point. Read it with Slock one more time. But it wasn't, she didn't just come to Solomon because it was Solomon. It said concerning the name of the Lord. Read that again.
1 Kings 10 and 1. And when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of Yahweh,
right,
she came to prove him with hard questions.
Right, because it's about the Lord, man. This is about the Lord. It's about Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You got it. I'm just going to make that point.
Psalm 102 and 18. This shall be written for the generations to come, and the people which shall be created shall praise the Lord.
And it's talking about the Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. I've been making this point all week. The Lord could have easily made the other nations to worship him. Why did he get the Chinese and the Japanese their own idol worship? Why did he get the Hamites? These other nations, they get, you got Molech, right? You got Chemosh, right? You got Castor, Pollux in the Bible. You got all these deities that the so-called white man came up with, which they took from the Egyptians, from the Hamites. Why didn't the Lord make all nations to worship and serve him? To worship, serve, and fear the Lord. The Lord could have easily did that, right? Why didn't he do it? Let's show you the separation of Yahweh, man. You got it.
Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Right. That's what we out here doing. We out here to warn our people of what the Lord said. Thus saith the Lord. That's it, man. Keeping it simple. Hey, Paul mentioned the simplicity in Yahweh Shai. This ain't no super deep battle, man. We're going to keep it simple. Thus saith the Lord. That's it, man. And this is about the Heavenly Father, his only begotten Son, and the Israelites, man. And everybody else, 2/3 in the heathens, is going to die grievous deaths, man. But the Lord only loved the Israelites.
Hey, the scriptures talk about the Lord with stammering lips and another tongue speaking to his people again. All right, and that's happening again in this generation.
Right.
That's how we know we're close to the end according to prophecy. We weren't given the scriptures just to understand that we're Israelites. We were given the scriptures to understand the time that we're living in, and Lord willing, how to be saved.
As a matter of fact, this is William of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8. You got it.
That's the whole point of prophecy in general. Is to give you the forewarning of what's getting ready to happen.
Right.
The Lord said things that will happen aforetime for us to be able to prepare ourselves for the times that we're going to enter into. It's not just because of the culture like the brother's going into. The Lord gave us a culture, a heritage, yes, He gave us all that, a language, but He also gave us power through the form of prophecy to prepare ourselves for the evil days that are at hand, because this is not the kingdom of heaven. Just like every prophet that came before us, they prophesied against the kingdom, great evil, war, and pestilence.
So I'm gonna read this. This is Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 8. If a man desire much experience, talking about wisdom, she knoweth things of old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches, and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders, and the events of seasons and times. And that's what prophecy is, man. It says she foreseeth, she knoweth, right? Expounding dark sentences and signs and wonders of the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. That's what this is all about.
And that's the separation between our apostles and elders and brothers that preach the like-minded doctrine and casual Israelites. It's the understanding of prophecy and the severity of it. Not just reading over, but understanding that it's actually going to play out in our real life. We weren't given the culture back to set our roots here. It was to remind us of how we got over here, and then most importantly, where we're headed.
Hey, I'm making a point about that predestinated fear, that predestinated mercy, that predestinated faith. That got to be reactivated in you, man, or not.
Hey, because our brother spoke about the severity of prophecy, and that's that sense of that seriousness only is in a few men. You know, starting with our elders apostles on down. Because a lot of people hear prophecy, they read it, but it's not a thing of running to preparation like it says in the second chapter.
Right.
They don't run when they read these things. They just casually, oh yeah, it might happen. But there's no severity to prophecy when they read it.
I forget what camp it was that had the women dancing. And it was like the Lord woke us up, and roughly paraphrasing, the Lord woke us up to dance and be joyful. And that's not why we got the culture. Now we joy in prophecy. We're confident that the Lord's going to save us, but we also understand that we're entering into a time like none other. There's a time for everything. This ain't the time to be in the spirit of murder, because these things are actually going to play out. There's a difference between those who understand that and those who don't. They relish in the culture, not understanding that the Lord's about to destroy this place.
Right.
That's why the scriptures talk about declaring prophecy and understanding the time that you're living in. Because being an Israelite is not the finish line. Glorying in our culture, ain't nothing wrong with that, but you got to understand the time we're living in. This ain't the time to glorify, to be glorying and embellish in the culture and forget the severity of what's coming.
This is Psalms 12 and 6. The words of the Lord are pure words, are silver tried in a furnace of the earth, purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever.
And I always think about this. When you deal with the company of prophets, they were always separate from the nation of Israel, the society of Israel. And they only entered in the scene to warn our people, to say, look, this is what's about to happen. And you see that happening again in the spirit. The warning is going out, but Jake don't take it serious. Because they were doing this in the ancient world. They were married, given off into marriage. They was in the culture.
Ezekiel 12 and 22. Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel.
And Jake might not say it, but that their actions show forth that they're in the spirit. This time ain't gonna happen right now, because there's a certain spirit that's urgency that's gonna move. You understand this is gonna play out in your real life. You ain't just gonna watch it on YouTube. It's gonna play out in reality.
Right.
But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination, within the house of Israel. And right now, there are a lot of vain visions within the house of Israel. You have a lot of men telling you that Jacob's trouble isn't real, or that you were born to dance, and that your gift is to, fry chicken and whatnot. But they don't have the true vision of Yahweh by Shem Shai. It's just a vain vision.
Right.
It says, "For I am the Lord; I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord power."
And it's gonna be as a thief in the night. What the scripture says. Matter of fact, let me read this real quick. I got 2 precepts. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It reads, But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. These are the ones that's watching. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief of the night in the
Why?
night, man.
Yep. Why? Because everybody is occupied in worldly affairs.
Right.
They don't even consider that these things are gonna play out in their real life. And that's amongst the circumcision.
Yep.
You got Israelites that have that spirit of it ain't gonna happen this life. Let's just get matching outfits, and embellish and having big ass festivals and big ass feast days, and we not home.
Right.
Jake, forget we not home yet. We in the middle of a controversy between Yahweh Shem Shai and the earth.
This is Luke 17:26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise also, as it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed.
And that's the same story.
No, you got it.
And that's the spirit that the world is in right now.
Yep.
Even half of the so-called Israelites. They in that spirit of eating, marrying, drinking,
Yep.
having fun, and ignoring all the signs that the Lord has pointed out.
And it added to it, said they planted and builded.
Yeah. Israelite communities.
Yep.
They planted these Israelite communities. They're
Yep.
trying to build different schools and different houses and all that kind of stuff. And they're completely ignoring what the Lord has going on in the world.
Yeah.
The world is shifting towards a dark place. And you have Israelites who are still trying to prophesy some form of light that's coming to America.
Hey,
or light coming to your situation.
And the so-called white man is doing what he's supposed to do to keep you distracted. Because they got crabs in the bucket, and he need to keep you distracted so you can be destroyed with him.
Yeah.
They know they're gonna be destroyed, so they're trying to take down many Israelites as possible, man.
Yep. While at the same time giving you entertainment.
Right.
They give you basketball, football,
Right.
entertainment. All the while on the back end they're stripping the word
Yep.
from off the earth,
Yep.
which is your salvation.
Yep.
They're actively destroying you. Yet you're caught up in the bread and circus, which is what they're designed to do.
They were designed to do it, right? I got to get this real quick because you said that. This is our 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and 18. It reads, "They were designed to distract you, so Yahweh Shai could pull up on you like a thief in the night." It all go together, man. 2nd Ezra 9 and 18. "And now when I prepared the world, which was not yet made, even for them to dwell in that now live, no man spake against me. For then everyone obeyed. But now the manners of them which are created in this world that is made are corrupted by a perpetual seed, and by a law which is unsearchable rid themselves."
Hey, and that corruptible seed has been allowed to corrupt the whole world.
Yeah.
Esau, even the so-called white man, chiefly the elites of Esau even. We're talking about your Gettys, your Rothschilds, your Oppenheimer, the people that actually control the resources have designed the world to where everybody here is confused and not paying attention.
Right.
Everybody's focused on the next basketball game or the new football season, and nobody's paying attention to the economic downfall that's happening.
Hey, and I was and it said and by a law which is unsearchable rid themselves. Right? Who came up with these statute codes and these penal codes? Right? Who passed the bill for you that sleep with animals in over 10 states in America? The so-called white man did that, man. Who passed the bill for the LGBTQP to have equal act rights. The so-called white man did that, which he's against the Lord, man.
Right. Who convinced you that that was okay?
Right.
Who convinced you that Babylon the Great, which is America, is a morally upright place?
Right.
Who convinced you of that?
And hey, that's that clever. He searched out a diligent search, because like the brother said, who convinced you? Over time, through conditioning and gradualism, convinced you. And again, it say, by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves. The law that the so-called white man came up with ain't in the Bible.
Right.
Right? He came up with his own Bible. It said by a law, it said they are corrupted by perpetual sin and by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves. Because what they passed is against the Lord, man. And they set their own way of this, but this is their kingdom. They supposed to do this.
Right.
Oh,
Also,
like William Solomon 2 say, we're gonna let our justice be the strength, be the law's strength. That's like
he's also created this toxic political system
right.
that have certain overtones that keep Jake occupying it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm moved Jake, okay, to support different parties,
Right. Right.
thinking that they're bettering their own interests.
Right.
False
But-
sense of hope.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's how you keep the masses at bay. You give them a false sense of hope. Whereas the actual hope that we have as a nation of people is being presented to our people, but it's not, faith is not mixed in that hearing. So they don't have faith in the hope that the Lord gave us. They have more faith in the vain hope of Esau, Edom, the so-called white. And that's what,
They're all in.
That's why people say, trust in the shadow of Egypt. A shadow that has no substance. It's nothing. It's whole plantation shenanigans, man. They did the same thing at the slave plantation. Right. They gave you, they beat you down to the point where you were ready to break, and they gave you a false sense of hope. And that's what they've done with these different political systems. That's what they've done with these different entertainers. That's what they've done with everything that they put in your face. They beat down Jake so hard to the point that they anything that's presented before them looks like a way up. Right. And that's what Esau is good at. He's good at deceiving and giving false hope. Like it says in Sirach, the 13th chapter, he will put thee in hope. Right. And then he'll deceive you.
Right. He's going to promote the future.
Crafty pastor.
Psalms 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? And in the NLT it says, can unjust leaders claim that the Most High is on their side? Leaders whose decrees permit injustice.
beautiful, beautiful. Because that's the system we exist in. And that's the elephant in the room, that the world is being ruled by a wicked nation of people. That's the elephant in the room. That a wicked nation of people is ruling the earth. And according to prophecy, that empire is going to be destroyed and a new empire is going to be set on the ashes of this kingdom.
Micah 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Yep.
When the morning is light, they practice it, right? Because it is in the power of their hand.
Now there was something that,
No, go ahead.
there was something that Tucker Carlson said a while back at a press conference. He said that the way society is set up, you're always going to have elites. That's unavoidable. You're always going to have an elite, a set of elites. It's just, are your elites wicked or righteous? And the proof is in the world we live in today. Whether they're wicked or righteous, they are wicked. This is why a CEO can get assassinated on the middle of a street, and nobody look at the comments on those news articles.
Yeah, that was cold.
They cheered it on because of how the insurance industry has mistreated and exploited people.
Yep. Hey, cause that's what they do. If you got car insurance, home insurance, life insurance, you never get sick. Who getting money? Who getting paid?
And then they could deny your claim. Imagine that you've been paying your insurance for 15 years.
Right, you ain't never been
Maybe
sick.
they gave
nothing.
you $200,000 over your half your lifetime.
Yeah.
Then you got one little claim and you can't even get a percentage of that
Yeah.
money because they said no.
Yeah.
That is wicked.
And it take them months before you can get something.
That is wicked, man. You don't get cash back. You don't get 7% of what you don't put in to
Right.
keep the lights on. That is wicked.
But the elites do.
Exactly. And that's why the Lord's going to remove the elites, and according to prophecy.
Yeah.
And that's why prophecy is so important. And beginning with our apostles on down, that's why prophecy is being pushed more than anything concerning the time that we live in, because this is important. It's happening in real time. Babylon the Great, which is America, is going to be destroyed according to the Lord.
Right. They say because it's in the power of their hand. Job 9:24 said the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. The word power is in there, man. You got it.
It says, and they covered fields and take them by violence,
Right.
and houses and take them away.
But the earth was given into their hands. So they got the right to do this. They get to carnally do this, man. You got it.
So they oppress a man and his house, even a man in his heritage.
Right. No, you got it. So now they the Greeks. They the Greeks. The original Greeks and Romans was Japhetic people, man. So now you the Greeks and the Romans. Right. You the last Mohican. You the last samurai. And damn the old Ten Commandments movie. Charles Heston, Moses, nigga, you the Egyptians, you the Israelites, nigga, you the Midianites, everybody.
Shouldn't that raise a red flag in you? Like when they make movies about history, you never see any people of color. It's always them.
It's always them.
Don't that raise a red flag? Like, hold on. I
Yeah.
know the Egyptians wasn't, because the scriptures say that they called Moses. Aren't that Egyptian?
Yeah, that was Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he
yeah.
was dark skinned, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are all these so-called white people doing in all these history movies, man? Where are they?
Cause they get it right. They get the was it rebirth, right? Renaissance, right? Rebirth with them. You know, they get to come back and hey, that's what Paul's making a point a lot, man. Hey, when you read about the barbarians and the Scythians, hey, the Israelites, man.
And
Israelites.
The man done lied so much that when you tell the truth, people look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah.
What kind of world is that when you get punished for telling the truth?
Look at them whitewash everything, man. Well, Yahweh Shema Rashad is rewriting history, man.
Right.
It was a saying you had a while back. It was history is written by the victor, man.
Right.
And the Lord is getting ready to rewrite history through the victory that He's getting ready to have on the earth.
Yeah.
That's why scriptures talk about the covering cast being removed from the earth.
Right.
This veneer of lies, this narrative that Babylon the Great, which is America, is a light unto the world. No, it's a corrupt empire that's exploited every nation that they come in contact with.
Yep.
And now the Lord has reached the Supreme Court, the real Supreme Court.
Yep.
And now the judgment is coming down through the proclamation first, and then the demonstration.
Hey, Psalm 119 and 69, it reads, "The proud have forged a lie against me."
Yep.
Everything that we had to learn here in America was taught by the so-called white man.
That's why the world think that we the criminals, we
Right.
innocent. He done convinced the whole world that Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the criminals of the earth.
Right.
While simultaneously exploiting every nation they touch.
Yeah, man. And it say they forged a lie against us, man. They did a diligent forge, man. And the only thing the so-called white man good at is forging weapons. He's perfect at that, man.
Exactly.
And them lies. I see
That's what you are.
I seen a clip from this demon, Dr. Umar. It's one of his recent, he went to HBCU and was speaking. And he said something that was true. He said, every depiction that you see of a so-called Negro is always a gangster, a pimp, or some informal entertainer. And the majority of the world has very little interaction with Jake. They don't interact with Negroes, Latinos, and American enemies like that.
Right.
So when they get around you, that's what they think that you are. Because the depiction of you is pimp, gangster, entertainer, singer. So they think that you automatically that. Because they don't have no interactions with Jake. Jake is in the barrio. They in the corners every city.
Ghetto,
You don't see no Chinese man in the ghetto, man.
Right.
You don't see no
unless he got a chicken spot.
Yeah, unless he got
wings and fries, $3.99.
Right. Yeah, unless he's hurry up and buy. Unless he's selling you some shit.
Free soda.
Selling you some fried dainties.
Yeah, right. Some rat. Hey, unless they selling you something, they have very little interaction with Jake. So they look, their depiction of what Jake is comes from television.
Based on that narrative. Yep. That's intentional.
Right.
That ain't no accident. Right. That every movie, you got these gangster movies and Jake, every time you have a Jake, it's always pointed in a negative light. That's not by coincidence. All right. And the Lord said that we will be a reproach in the earth, which means a shame. So we all collectively as a nation share the shame, and it's being promoted by Esau, who's really lying. But the Lord did that because we're under those curses. The Lord turned the planet into a prison for the Israelites. And this is maximum security. This is federal. When you get to Babylon the Great, which is America, this is federal. Because with the jail system, you don't want to go state, you want to go federal because it's nicer.
Yeah.
The TVs,
Yeah,
but
kinda,
you doing
yeah.
hard, you gotta do more time.
We went fed on that.
Yeah, and when they convict you, but it look plush.
Yeah, it do. You get these steaks,
Yeah.
shrimp, you get it, just grow your hair long.
Yeah, your commissary menu is deeper.
Yeah,
You got more
yeah.
options.
Yeah.
So Jake think that, oh,
Yeah.
well, shit, we free then.
Yeah.
And really, it's just a comfortable
Conjugal
oppression.
visits.
Right.
Yeah, you get conjugal
You get
visits.
more privileges than Jake that's scattered amongst the other nations.
Yeah.
But it doesn't change the fact that the Lord has turned the planet into a prison with Jake to be corrected. That's why we get on these Israelites that are in the spirit of mirth, because we are in chain. This is chain gang. This is a spiritual chain gang. We're prisoners of hope, but we're still prisoners.
Right.
And the scripture say the captive exile hastened it.
That he may be loose.
Not oh, all right, we here, so let's just go ahead and hey, zoom whams, you know, sharpen up the shanks. We in this bitch. We ain't going nowhere. We don't want to go nowhere. That's Jake's attitude. We don't want to go nowhere.
Right. Let me read this real quick. Hey, I want you to get that Psalm 94 again in the NLT. This Ecclesiastes 17:17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a rule over every people. And I want to make this point too in the lesson, that the Lord gave other nations heathen idols to worship. Right? It says, for in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a rule over every people.
Bro, that's a beautiful point. Because when you look at the scriptures, outside of Christianity, what you notice is that us as a nation of people, as Israelites, we're saying our God is one. This is our God. Whatever y'all got, that's what y'all got.
Polytheism, yeah.
But we know our God is one.
One.
He's the one that made the heavens and the earth.
Right.
Because that was the culture. Every nation had their own God, but the Lord was like, look, y'all belong to me.
Right.
I'm your God and you my people. And that's why the Lord keep repeating that.
Yep.
It's only now in this modern age that everybody has access to our heritage.
Right.
So everybody think it applies to them, and that's because we were scattered amongst everybody.
Right.
But it don't apply to everybody.
Don't. Hey, that's the point I've been making all week, man. The Lord could have easily made the Chinese and the Japanese worship, fear, and serve him, but he didn't, man. He could have easily made Ham them put away Molech and serve him, but he didn't. He gave them their idols, and we got our power.
Right.
Oh, what it said, monotheism is one God. That's that, what is that, Deuteronomy 4 and 6, or 6 and 4? Right, the Lord our God is one, man. This is Ecclesiastes 17.
I'm trying to say this, and that's why when the other nations came, even after the great Exodus, when the Lord performed miracles for us, they said, your God.
Right.
They didn't say ours.
Right.
They said, your
Rahab
God.
said, we heard what your God did to the Egyptians. Ecclesiastes 17 and 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion, whom being his firstborn, is what I want to make before the child. He nourished with discipline, and giving him the light of his love, you will not forsake him. So the Lord nourished us with discipline, man. We were sent, we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, South Central North America, the islands of the sea, for a correction, man, to be nourished with discipline. The whole elect get nourished with discipline. 2/3 get nourished with wrath and folly.
Right. And then they're going to have to learn through death
And
by
they have to
pain.
learn through death by pain. That's it.
It's either you're going to deal with the humiliation now or you're going to learn through death by pain.
Right. You got to suffer later. You still reading on that?
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, and this is an important one to pay attention to. It said, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold against this family,
Right.
who I devise an evil.
Right.
To let you know, it's a family in the earth that's doing all this.
That
man.
perpetual seed. Yep.
It says, from which ye shall not remove your necks.
And that's what Christianity removed. They removed the understanding that the Lord judges nations of people.
Yeah.
Not just individuals, he judges overall nations. People read Exodus and don't really understand that that was the Lord judging an entire nation of people for their leaders' decisions.
Yep.
That's why Esau, as a nation of people, the so-called white man, he's going to be judged as a nation for the decisions of his elites.
Hey, go back to that. I'll make a point that was in that NLT.
Psalm 94:20 in the NLT. Can unjust leaders claim that the Most High is on their side? Leaders whose decrees permit injustice.
See, they permit. It say, read it one more time.
Psalm 94:20 in the NLT. Can unjust leaders claim that the Most High is on their side?
They can't claim that because what they doing, they saying, "Oh, God's with us." The Lord is the one that advanced everything that's going on. So yeah, he's with us. Yeah, see, he's little like me. Go ahead.
Leaders whose decrees permit injustice.
Right. See, leaders who decrees permit injustice. So they don't want to tell you, man, listen, forget about what the Bible says. You can eat you some pork, man. Don't worry about no, hey, defy your temper how you will, man. Jesus still gonna save you no matter what. God love you no matter what you do. Come as you are. That's what he preached, man.
Second Thessalonians 2 and 4. Matter of fact,
Hey, but it's okay because Esau Edom, the so-called white man time is running out, man. And it's running out quickly. This is why they hastening this MOTB, man. But they got to have this set in place before everything, and the infrastructure for the mark of the beast is already set up, man. It's already set up. You got it.
And like you said, Esau knows his time is coming to an end. He knows his time is running up. And just speaking as a man, because you know Esau, he's carnal. So what takes faith for us to believe are, because we don't have to see the chariots to know that the chariots exist.
Right.
You know, but Esau, he has to see to believe it.
Right.
And I just, like I said, speaking as a man, the Lord must be showing him something.
Of course, yep.
Showing
Yep.
him all type of things. For him to be
Yep.
speeding things up the way he's speeding things up, the Lord got to be showing him something.
Yeah. Man, them niggas got them $1 million telescopes. They get to see all them chariots out there, man. They know.
Now they're calling them drones.
Right. Oh, we found one. Yeah, we going through it right now, analyzing it. Yeah, we analyzing your ass too, like Apostle Harbin said, man. You got it.
2 Thessalonians 2, start 1. Now we beseech you, brethren.
Oh, Salaki, he controls the media outlet, man, so he can say what's going on. He controls everything, man. But nobody believes the so-called white man. The scriptures say he's a forger of lies. And it said the proud forged lie. Well, he ain't just forged any lie. No, we the Israelites. We them. It said the proud forged a lie against us. It ain't say against the heathen nations, against the Israelites. You got it.
Hey, you notice how when the truth came out, they changed it from UFOs to UAPs.
Right.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Right.
Because nobody believes in that green space alien shit.
Yeah, that's out.
That shit out.
Yeah.
Like everybody know that shit ain't true.
It's too much tech on the earth not to see no alien. You ain't seen that yet?
You ain't seen nothing. No green
Come on,
niggas.
man.
You ain't seen a green nigga yet.
Yeah.
8 feet tall.
Yeah. Hey, it's cameras everywhere. So somebody got abducted. Nobody caught it on camera.
Right.
It's cameras everywhere now, man. It can't. Them lies don't work, man.
Yeah, Esau getting abducted and getting probed and all this shit. And you ain't, and he don't have no camera on?
Somebody caught it.
Yeah, bullshit.
Bullshit. Somebody caught it on YouTube. It's on TikTok.
Yeah, it's on
I guarantee it's on TikTok or Facebook. Somebody caught that shit.
That nigga got a testimony somewhere, man. But
Go
now
ahead.
you call him phenomenon because he really can't explain what's going on.
Yeah, you can't.
Because what happened a couple of years ago when NASA shut down the live feed, it's been a live feed going on for years.
Right.
And they shut it down because that chariot, the size bigger than the sun, was coming toward the earth, man. And it was like, hell. Cut.
That's Zechariah. That's Zechariah chapter 5. It said they shall enter into the house of the thief, man.
Right.
The chariot's gonna be seen. We in the time the Lord is making His presence known in the earth, man. Go ahead, up.
2 Thessalonians 2, start at 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto Him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind,
Right.
or be troubled.
No, we getting rooted and established, man. This is what's happening, man. We are being rooted in Yahweh Shema Shah, man. So ain't nobody gonna be shaken, man. Go ahead.
We declare these things, but we not afraid of Esau. We afraid of the Lord.
Right.
We're
Right.
not afraid of the circumstance. We fear the Lord. That's why we serve the Lord to the best of our ability. But these people, it's going to hit them like a thief in the night. And the Lord told us to warn. We got this word to warn because it's going to play out. And Jake don't really consider it's going to play out in your real fucking life.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be on the screen forever.
Neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that day of Hamashiach is at hand.
If I get this quick piece of before you continue on that back up what you're saying. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and verse 12.
For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the superiors,
Yep.
which reason often,
Yep.
and the expectation from within being less, count the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment.
Yep.
And although we declare these things, we don't fear the circumstances.
Right.
You know, that would be a direct rebellion, a direct act of doubt to Yahweh Shem Shai. Like, oh yeah, Lord, I know that you're doing it, but right man, you're strong.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a perfect analysis. Yeah.
yeah, bro. Yeah, everyone's in fear. It's just a matter of who do you fear?
Yeah.
I got one real quick, man. 2 Timothy 1:7. For Yahweh Shema Shai has not given us the spirit of fear,
Yep.
but of power and of love and of a sound mind. We know the same power that brought us over here is going to deliver us.
Right.
Lord, when we be a part of that number. We're confident in that. Jake is confident in the spirit of Egypt, in the shadow of Egypt. So they believe this place is going to continue forever. That's why they settled on their leaves and they fully convinced in their mind they're going to build generational wealth in Esau's kingdom.
Right. Hey, either you believe what the scripture said, you don't. In Jeremiah 30, the Lord plainly said, though I destroy the nations, I will not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure.
Right.
The Lord already said He's going to destroy the heathens. He already said, I'm going to nourish you with discipline.
Right.
I'm not going to leave you all together. I'm punished.
Right. That's right. Because the fashion of this world, for Jake, the Lord fashioned this world and the society that we live in as a prison for us.
Right.
No matter where you go as an
Don't matter.
Israelite, you're still under these curses, so you're still in bondage to some degree. It's just the whole world is a prison for the Israelites. But Babylon the Great, which is America, is maximum security. You get more privileges on paper,
Yeah.
but you can't go nowhere and just stay there.
How a so-called Negro with billions of dollars can't get out of jail?
Yeah,
Nigga, what you
yeah.
spending $60 on commissary every week, nigga?
Yeah.
You a billionaire, you can't get out of jail?
Now your bonds, they
He,
cut your
he
bonds,
hasn't been networking enough.
they freeze your assets. So all the bread that you was getting, they don't froze you.
Right, somebody got to bring $60 and put it in your bank account now. In your little jail account, man. Yeah, you can't order nothing. You can't order nothing but $60 worth of food. So you got to get somebody to put some money in somebody else's account in your dorm. Be like, hey, order that for me,
Right.
so you can get you a nice little 200 bag. But you got to split it between. You got to split that. Now, hey, but damn, we see you on TV all the time. Yeah, you can't get prison, nigga. Lord makes sure. Hey, that's why it ain't good to go to Hollywood, man. I ain't trying to rhyme either.
And
It
they let
ain't-
that nigga run for 2 decades. Having parties
Yeah,
doing
20
this
years
bullshit.
plus.
And they just built a case on him. Like, look, we'll get him after the 20.
Yeah,
Let him do, and
Yeah.
let him think he's getting away with it. We'll catch him, we catch him.
we ain't heard shit from Kelly no more. They done buried that nigga.
Yeah, he in there
That
singing.
nigga in solitary
He in there
somewhere.
singing for them Simpsons at the railway.
Where that bag at? It's gone, man. He sort of got the bag back. Where Michael Jackson money at? The Lisa got it back, man. Go ahead, like
Nigga
you say,
singing
read
for
on
that
that.
run.
All that money, you can't do nothing with it, man.
Back in 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first,
Right.
and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And we fell away. Now the Lord is rejuvenating us, man.
And Isaiah bring it out often. That's why Esau, mentioning Esau is important because the son of
Yep.
perdition has to be revealed.
It had to be,
That
man.
elephant in the room has to be addressed. That as a nation of people, y'all are the wicked.
Right.
God, and the Lord is coming to take you out of your power. Because they don't went across the whole world telling everybody they're innocent and that they're bringing progression and bringing civilization. Esau is a nation of people are not civilized.
Right.
They just organized wickedness.
But this nigga said civilization started with the Greeks.
Even in this so-called civilization, Esau is no proof, man. Like if you were around Edomites, like even I'll take for this example, right? I'm around Edomites at the plantation, and when they're around each other, it's complete wickedness, man. They cover each other's wives. They're disgusting, man. They're disgusting. They speak nice in front of each other's face, but behind each other's back, they talk the hellish shit.
They do that to each other.
They do that to each other, bro. And they be the best of friends, man.
Yeah.
So how much more are you gonna do to these Jakes? But Esau is uncivilized even in his own kingdom, man. Them niggas they're disgusting. Half of them don't take showers, half of them have poor hygiene. Then the other half of them are covering themselves as wives. The second half of them can't read on a 3rd grade level. These niggas are idiots, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what the Lord say? Put the bases looking over you. He meant that shit. He saw as a person when he walked the streets, you can feel that vile spirit on him. That perpetual hatred he's got for Jake, it's always on display. It don't matter what you're doing out here. Now, you can wear jewelry, ride, fly, whatever. You can live right next to Esau in his condos. You think he's gonna respect you because you up there?
Nope. Hell no.
He gonna have security on you, thinking that you a drug dealer, no matter what you're doing.
And it's like bro say, half of them have perfected the art of being a diet eater, man. So where they think that they in their mind they honestly think.
They racist.
Yeah, I'm not racist.
Yeah, right.
Them niggas honestly think that. Yeah, I got it.
I listen to rap.
It's a Negro.
Hey, see, that's the thing with races. That's the difference between races and prejudice.
Yeah.
Prejudice means you want some harm to happen to a person. You will do something. Racist just means you for your people, man. So you advocate for your people. Prejudice means you want some shit to happen to a nigga, man.
All them niggas is prejudiced.
Yeah, them niggas is prejudice, man.
They want something to happen to you. They smile in your face. They're, oh yeah, oh great job. But behind your back, they think man.
Hey, well, the Lord is racist and prejudiced, man. How about that, man? I'm gonna keep bringing this out. Why would the Lord give all these heathen nations idols to worship and not tell all nations you're gonna worship, serve, and fear me? No, that's reserved for the Israelites. Everybody else, go find you an idol. Why would the Lord do that? We talking about omnipotent, omnipotent. Why would he make every nation on earth worship, fear, and serve him? No, that's for my people.
And that's gonna happen in the kingdom. The Israelites, you know, when you how we shop. Then they're gonna learn how to actually be civilized.
Right.
It's contrary
Right.
to popular belief. What Esau has delivered to all these nations is not civilized. It's wickedness. And that's the culture that's being pushed out in the earth. It's wickedness. It's just organized wickedness.
Right.
When you look at it, we got the FBI, we got the CIA. It's organized wickedness, man.
Yeah, organized crime.
How you telling another nation how they should conduct themselves in their own country?
Gangster, man.
How are you able to tell people, look, you can't have resources unless you vote this way? Or you'll have a judgment and call this guy terrorist and then do business with a nigga that got the same type of culture?
Yeah, that's the original crime family, man.
The scriptures say so that the hypocrite reign not, because this man is a hypocrite.
Hypocrite, man.
At least in Rome, them niggas was just like, look, we Rome. So your ass gonna get down when you gonna fucking lay down.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to tell you that we right. We the heroes. Nigga, you gonna pay that tribute? You can serve whatever God you got, but when Caesar comes to this bitch, that money out there be right.
Yeah.
But they wasn't trying to convince the world that we the good guys. This is what Esau's doing in the revived Roman Empire. They're going around the earth saying, look, we the good guys. We're giving them democracy, while simultaneously stealing from these people.
Go ahead. Hold that. We're going to let him read what you got.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyed his people.
Yep.
And if I can make this point real quick, because the brothers brought it out, when you really get around these Edomites, you really see who they really are.
Yeah.
Not the CNN version, not the narrative that they push out there, but when you're around them, you actually get to see how treacherous they are with each other.
Yeah.
This is why we say Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, that culture that you've been given is just a diet form of Edomites. Jake in the hood is just a low-fat, zero-calorie version of Esau.
Yeah, that's it.
That's their culture. They're the ones who treacherously deal with each other. They done started world wars over the resources that they've stolen from all these nations.
His tongue is gonna fall on his own head.
Yeah.
It be Esau that be telling on Esau out here.
So we Edomite, yep.
He's tired of his own people.
I was making that point the other day with the chick that on this guy, Dr. Brown, Falsifier Brown. That was an Edomite 23 years ago, the female. They say he was slapping on the ass. That was an Edomite that said that. Yeah, the Lord say gonna make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. It's just everything gotta happen. And the scripture say in the process of time. You got it.
And that's how they move on each other, man. He's supposed to be a spiritual leader, and all that's on his mind is lust and wickedness.
Yeah.
And that's how the majority of them, all of them move.
All of them, man.
But that's the spirit of the Lord. Because when Jacob's trouble come out here, man, he will have no mercy on these Jacobs.
Right.
And it's going to catch Jake by surprise because they actually trust his people.
Right.
Because Esau,
Like that.
Esau don't destroy Jake like he used to 20 years ago.
Right.
The way that Esau destroys you now is by attacking your life.
Yeah.
He makes shit harder for you through the system that's set in place. He'll make your life hard. He'll make shit difficult. That's how he destroyed Jake now. He'll attack your family through some political means or some sly form of means, man. He won't go up to your house and burn no fucking cross. Just okay. As you come into work, he'll case against your ass and then destroy your life.
Hey, and he's sitting right next to you, smiling. Right?
Yeah, the whole time.
Acting like you're doing really good.
Off y'all, you want to go hunt with us?
Yeah.
Let's go out to dinner. Let's go get a couple of drinks.
Yeah, the whole time.
The whole time, because when you go out to drink with an Edomite, what is he listening for? He's listening on you spilling the beans because your ass got too much oil in you. You spilling the beans, and now everybody at the workplace know your beans.
Yep.
Now, and you know, I mean, his wife have a devil.
Yeah.
Slide in there, hit her DMs. That's how niggas work. I've seen these crackers do that. The niggas go out to drink one day, next day niggas is sliding his wife DM, man. Completely wicked, man.
And that's why the Lord going to judge their entire nation. Because the difference between the elites and the common Edomite is the common Edomite don't have power.
Right.
But if they were in power, they would do the same thing that their elites are doing.
Right.
This is why the Lord punished all of the Egyptians. It wasn't just Pharaoh that got that smoke. The Lord delivered that to all of the Egyptians. Nobody was easy.
Right.
Just like us as a nation of people. All of the Israelites wasn't wicked in the ancient world. You had some that was trying to do the right thing. The Lord ain't spared none of us as a family.
Yep.
We had to go to, we had to do we did the crime, we had to do the time. So the Lord turned the whole planet into a prison and put Jake in maximum security, and now we're close to getting out of here.
Yep.
And that's why we're declaring it, the spirit of fire, how about Shema Shah, beginning with our apostles, that the time of this destruction is also going to raise up salvation for the Israelites, beginning with the elect, man. And that's good news for us.
That's not good, because that was a good point you made. Because what the elites are doing with money, mocking and scoffing and see, but these regular Edomites, they're doing the same thing without money.
Right.
It's no difference. It's just an Edomite with money, an Edomite that's broke. And they know the difference. But when they walk in the streets, they do the same thing. It doesn't matter. They don't like it. Perpetual means continual, man. And it continues till this day.
Go ahead. Read what you got real quick.
Quick land back. It's Iraq 27-22 GMT.
Yep, 2720.
27-20.
Oh, what you said?
22.
Okay.
When someone starts winking at you, he has something bad in mind, and nothing can stop him from going through with it. When he's with you, he's talking so nice. He compliments you on every word you say.
Right. Word sweeter than softer than butter.
But behind your back, it's a different story.
What was in his mouth?
Right. He will take what you have said and turn it against you. There is nothing in the world that I hate as much as a person like that, and the Lord hates him too.
Right. And that's why the Lord said, people in whom he has indignation forever.
Yeah.
The Lord says he has righteous anger or hatred for Esau, Edom as a nation of people. Because their quality is the same, whether it's the elites or the HVAC engineers.
Yeah.
They all think the same way. They all got the same type of qualities of deception and exploitation and taking things by force. That's why even at the job, Esau be causing hell.
Yeah.
Doing all kind of cooler talking and promoting gossip and all that type of BS, man. Because that's what they do on a global scale. And Jake has been conditioned to believe that this man is going to save you or he's going to give you a seat at his table. And that's what's been keeping Jake. They keep hope alive. They have hope in Esau. They don't have hope in the Lord, man.
Right. You got it right.
Ecclesiasticus 10:3. An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Go ahead.
So the Lord's going to set up Yahweh Shai, who is profitable to the earth. That's the only way righteousness is going to reign. It's through Yahweh Shai being in that power seat, and then Israel as that governing body under him, beginning with the 144,000. That's how righteousness is going to be established in the earth. But before that happens, destruction must come. World War III must come. Pestilence must come. Because the world has to find out that there's a consequence to living wickedly and lying for centuries.
And why is it America's going to be totally destroyed? Because this is the most wicked place on the earth.
Too much blood has been shed here, man.
Fire.
There's too much blood has been shed in America, man. Too much, man. Oh, and on the way over here, we talking about hundreds of millions of Israelites lost in the waters, man, the seas. Thrown overboard, some died. And this little bit of nigga talk about the Irish, that nigga that was talking about all the Irish, nigga, you know how many, man.
A lot of them was Israelites.
They was jank,
But
man.
then when you go into that whole thing, they were indentured servants. They actually had rights.
They're voluntary.
They have more rights than the average Jake. So you can't even bring that argument up.
Right.
And one thing through the Spirit, it's a beautiful thing the Lord gave us this word because now we're able to stand on the Lord. We don't need the validation of
We
others.
don't need it.
It ain't our job to speak on your behalf. The Lord sent us out here to speak to our people and to let you other heathens know, just get prepared. Because it's going down whether you like it or not.
That's it. That's it. You got it, bro.
It is, they done slew our people. They done raped our women. Had whole breeding farms with us.
Yeah.
And we supposed to let the shit go because it's 2024. We're going into 2025.
Right.
Fuck all that, man.
It's infection, man. Like the brother was going into. Hundreds of millions of jakes, man, died on the way here.
Hundreds of
You
millions,
know it's
man.
terrible when the sharks still follow the path hundreds of years later.
Yeah.
That lets you know how many jakes got slew just on that path alone.
And the Lord put it, the Lord put it in the DNA of those sharks, man.
Yeah, to keep following that same path.
Generations down the road, man. Hey, the same way how Jake get his son and try to teach him shark being born, like, hey, follow me, I'm gonna show you this trail.
That's why the scripture says
That shit real, man.
His son grieved the enemy.
Grieved the enemy.
Because the Lord is bringing us back to our understanding, saying, look, these are the enemies. While Jake and the hood calling each other ops, you got real opposition out there.
Yeah.
And they organized. They got tier 1 units that are just coming in the dead of night. Dead you and the whole family.
Hey, and I
And
don't
they
know.
call it justice.
Right. And I'm mentioning this too. A few years ago at Disney, at Animal Kingdom, that baby that got ate by the gator, the little Edomite baby. So that's been a big thing because it's been a lot of crocodiles and gators eating so-called white people, man. It's been a lot of so-called white people dying by gators and crocs down here in Florida and being ripped to shreds by dogs, man.
Dogs, I was just about to say that.
The Lord really been putting them Edomites to death by teeth of wild beasts, man. These things are really happening, man.
Real time.
Real time. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 9. Why is the earth and ashes proud?
Right. And see, when you read Lamentations 4, it said how have the sons of Zion, the precious sons of Zion, how they become as earthen pitchers. That happened to us. So now the Lord saying it to the so-called white man. Read this again.
Why is the earth and ashes proud?
That's talking about the so-called white man. These niggas ain't nobody, man. Go ahead.
There is not more wicked thing than a covetous man.
And that's the so-called white man. This nigga done covered everything, man. But the Lord gave him the earth. He can do that. And the Lord gave him the attitude to create laws, statutes, commandments, his own, to say, see, this is why we can do this. See, we got it written right here. Well, we saying the same thing. This is why your ass gonna die a grievous death, because in the law, you weren't supposed to do that, man. You weren't supposed to charge your brother usury. You supposed to do that to the heathens. But then the niggas say, oh, ain't we brothers? Right? We all bleed red. But why you charging me usury then? Why you charging me interest?
So,
Do that to the Chinese and the Japanese. Don't do it to us.
Yeah.
Why you doing us? We supposed to be brothers though, right? Yeah, okay. Then vocab told, ain't we all? No, nigga.
We're not.
and that's the spirit that has confounded Jake since they got over here, that spirit of compassion. Believing that Esau is your friend.
Right.
They were just a couple bad apples. No.
No.
It's a nation of bad apples that have organized themselves so efficiently.
A perpetual
that
seed.
they took over the whole earth. Man.
Right, right.
If I may say, because the point that was made earlier about how the Lord really allowed Esau to get one up on Jacob, man. We our people down so much that
Because again, we're out here to proclaim liberty to our people. Because you know, Jake, they want to be stuck here. They want to stay here. So the fact that we're proclaiming liberty to our people, freedom, Jacob's been beat down so much they can't picture in the kingdom having servants, especially the so-called white man. Because you have Jake, they believe everything according to the scriptures except the so-called white man going into slavery. And he, after 1,000 years, he's going to be completely annihilated.
But that's the problem with these Christians now, man. Why do you think they ask him the questions they ask him about, the scriptures they ask him about? It's all about saving the so-called white man, keeping him in rules, doing things the way he does things. And that goes to furthermore show how perverted you people really are, man.
That's what's scary about it, because now everything that the so-called white man is doing is finna come against me. Everybody, our people is scared that this nigga finna lose, man. But it's in the scripture though. Every time you look up, somebody talking about, oh, the so-called white man, yeah, he control all the resources, right? This is the one that gave equal to act rights. This is the one that said, oh, you can sleep with an animal. This is the one. This is the reason why we eat GMO food. So, hey, everybody, oh shit, this shit, Lord, this is already, yeah, it's been written. It was written the whole time while these niggas running around here talking about they love God, right? The Bible's supposed to be the law of the land, but then the Lord said don't diverse seeds and matching clothes, different clothes threading together. This nigga's doing the simplest wickedness, man. And these people is in fear because everything that brother's saying, it was already written. So it's just a matter of time for it happen.
Right. And it makes us try to feel guilty for not trusting his oppression or being angry towards the oppression.
Hey, this nigga, he said, oh yeah, we gotta go in Iraq and yeah, we gotta go. What happened? Them nigga went over there. So the same way we telling you thus saith the Lord, it's gonna happen.
Right. That's a beautiful point that was just brought up. They try to guilt Jake into not being rightfully angry at what happened to us as a people.
Yeah.
Try to guilt Jake into, oh, why that's such an ignorant. How?
And two wrongs don't make a right.
You dog, y'all have breeding farms with our people breeding us like puppies, man, like dogs.
And the
Are
bill,
we supposed to forget about that? No.
and the bill that this guy Randy Sanders went to Israel and passed. He passed a bill so the white people don't feel guilty about their ancestors putting us in slavery, man.
Right.
Trump said that he's not going to fund schools that teach about slavery. Certain schools that he'll defund them because they don't want to create this narrative that they're a nation of oppressors. You are.
He trying to put it in the background. They trying to hide it, man.
What you did was what
Trying
you
to hide
did. You
it.
can't change it.
Well,
How you became a nation was how you became a
Yeah.
nation. It's true.
All blood, sweat, and tears.
Well, my advice to them is to learn about slavery.
Yeah.
It's coming
Right. That's good. You better learn
Coming
about
to
it.
your neighborhood.
Right. You read this again, boy.
Yeah.
Right.
And the harsh reality is that even though Jake might not learn in school, you're going to learn it in your personal life. Because you live like a sheep. Every single Jake in this society lives like a sheep. So if you don't learn it in school, your ass going to go home and you're going to learn a hard ass lesson. Why we on, if you smart enough to ask questions.
Yeah.
Why are we living like this?
So
Why-
Jake's got questions, but he don't want to listen to the answers.
No, and especially the younger generation, man. These young, they call them young niggas, man. These young niggas, they don't want to hear nothing.
That's the thing about our people.
GMO baby.
This is normalized. This is normal. This is not normal. It's not supposed to be normalized. Because they don't have that vision. That's why, hey, wisdom makes causes a man to be grieved, working perfect. Because no, being where we're at, and how it's supposed to be, it's supposed to make you mad. People always like the one kept looking, why are y'all so angry?
Yeah. The chick slow belly ass Evite. Yeah.
Right.
Read
And
this.
that goes into Jake not having a ruling class mentality. Our people have not been taught to have a ruling class mentality.
That's it.
So they don't look around the world and consider themselves as a nation of people. Why is the average Negro, Latino, or Native American in the condition that they're in? And
Hey.
it goes back to the curses.
Yep.
But Jake don't look at it as a nation of people because they've lost that vision. They think like Edomites. They think on an individual level. Well,
Right.
it's just me and my family, just granny, auntie,
Yeah.
we straight. So forget everybody else.
Hey, see, because we wasn't taught that the Lord teaching it to us. So now, like, who is these niggas talking about this? Well, they said Peter and John were unlearned men.
Right.
Well, the same way they learned, that's how we learning today.
And Jake not, like the brothers bringing out, Jake not considering why is like brothers in general, why are you born into a family that don't have nothing? Y'all been y'all got carried over here, all these generations of that came before you. Why is it on your shoulders to fix it?
Right.
That ain't normal. That ain't normal that you born into a family and you in the negative. You in the red as soon as you touch down.
And how
That
the
ain't
hell-
normal.
Yeah,
And then you feel
man.
all this immense pressure like, damn, I gotta save the whole family.
Man.
I gotta hoop. I gotta play ball, or I gotta get the trap booming. I
Right.
gotta do something to save
Right.
my family from this condition. Why is that kind of pressure on you?
Yeah, well,
You
why
might
that-
are born into a family that's
Yeah,
structured.
yeah. Already positive. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
get 50,000 just as a wedding gift.
Yeah.
They start on a certain level. Jake got all this pressure. Man, I gotta save the whole family. Why? Nobody left you an inheritance. Everybody blew it.
Everybody couldn't have blew it.
And
Yeah.
that's the average Negro, Latino, or Native American. You don't have anything to pass down to them.
Hey, when the hell is Michael Jordan and Oprah Winfrey and LeBron and all these niggas that's play basketball, football, baseball, hockey, soccer, make movies? When they gonna come together and build an empire?
Never.
When?
Never.
The goddamn curses got you down bad.
You got to go to him for the want of all things.
Right.
It was something that Edomite said to a nigga I worked with. And it's true. Esau has perfected the art of making Jake strong back weak mind. Right? Jake has a strong back but a weak ass mind.
Yeah, cool.
And Esau has perfected that shit.
Hey, that's fire. So Yahweh Shema Rashai is building us with a strong mind, and we got a strong back.
Yes, sir. That's what you get strong.
God Allah Yahweh Shema. Right, what you get strong for?
Ecclesiastes 10 and 9. Why is the earth and ashes proud?
Right.
There is not more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such a one set his own soul for sale.
That's what he did. That's what the so-called white man did, man. But it said covetous man, earth and ashes. That was us in the beginning. That's why it say just one wax fat and kick. Deuteronomy 32. We was proud. We like, man, we don't need the Lord no more. We got everything. Yeah, we can just, hey, kick back. We got this. You're right. And that's what the so-called white man done, man. Go ahead.
Because while he liveth,
Right.
he casteth away his body.
See? That's him. Keep reading. Verse 10.
Because Esau don't consider you got to pay for this. They don't consider that there's a price to pay for this.
Right.
Even though it's been prolonged and you think you got away, eventually what you've sown in the earth for centuries is gonna come back on you.
Man, the Lord showed us that with Antiochus Epiphanes, man. Hey, he called hell at the end, man.
Yep.
But he was living luxurious,
Yeah.
deliciously.
Was it worth it? No. Because the price is steeper than it was
Hey.
better to not do this. But now the deed's been done.
Right.
And it's been sown. And that's why the Lord said the prophets last as it were pointing unto death to give the real on what the scriptures are saying.
Hey, that Daniel 8, it said he should be broken with our hands, man. Man, the Lord, hey,
That's power
and
right
Apostle
there.
Howard's lesson he did maybe about a month or so ago, he went into the symptom that the Lord gave Antiochus Epiphanes. I forget what it was, but he went into what it was some stomach disease the Lord gave him, man.
He was stinking.
I forget what he called, but he went into the hole and broke it down, man. The Lord cold, man.
Wasn't he got Antiochus on his deathbed at the last thing he tried to
Yeah.
Yeah. Too late,
Yeah.
bitch.
Go ahead and read that 10 for me.
Ecclesiastes 10
Yep. Verse
and
10.
10.
Yeah.
The physician cut it off a long disease.
And see, the so-called white man is a disease, man.
A long one.
He's the reason the earth. Hey, they tell you that the earth, the trees is mourning, animals is mourning, man. We talk about this all the time like it's a game, and people get tired of hearing it, but animals are really beating themselves, man. Real time. Why? Because of the so-called white man. Like this nigga swim around the water. This nigga scuba diving. Them niggas, like, man, we need to kill this nigga, man. Every time we look at this nigga jumping in our shit.
He's defiling
He
the water.
defiles the water, literally, man. Physically, literally, emotionally, spiritually, nigga just defile the earth.
And you saw. I was gonna say, did you see scene to where they have it to where or the orcas basically team up together and attacking these boats, Edomite boats and whatnot?
They say orcas never attack. Nothing. No.
Oh, the whales.
Yeah. Now they recognize
Killer whale.
Esau. Because Esau taking all their food. They
Yeah, it's beautiful.
fishing and shit, and they recognize who's taking all their food and shit. And now they're like, nah, attack these ships.
Hey, get me somebody get me the Wisdom of Solomon 5. Started like 15, go ahead.
Solomon chapter 5.
No, let me finish this real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 10. A physician cutteth off a long disease,
Right?
and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
Yeah, man. So that's why I say he cast away his vows while he living, man. You got it.
This is Solomon 5 and 15.
Hey, cause the earth is fighting back with the Lord, man. Yeah, about Shema I got the earth, teeth of wild beasts, all type of things that happen, and this happened to the Edomites. We see way more videos of teeth of wild beasts messing up Edomites than Jake, man. Go ahead.
But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord.
Is it, what is it? Is it 17, 16, 17? What to say?
He shall take him. He shall take to him. His
Okay,
jealousy.
read up one. Read up one.
Wisdom Solomon 5 and 16.
Yep.
Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom
Right. The Israelites. Go ahead.
and a beautiful crown
Yep.
from the Lord's hand.
Right. The Lord gonna crown 144,000 men. Go ahead.
For with his right hand shall he govern them,
Right.
and with his arm shall he protect them.
See, that's that John 10. He said the elect is in his hand. He said me and the elect is in my Father's hand. Go ahead.
He shall take to him his jealousy
Right.
for complete armor.
See, he gonna take to him his jealousy for complete armor. Now it's saying in Isaiah 42 and 13 that the Lord gonna stir up jealousy like a man of war. This was happening in the earth, man. Read that line again.
Because the Lord's woman, which is Israel, beginning with the elect,
Right.
is trying their best to serve him.
Right.
And he's looking at Esau trying his best to prevent it.
Yep.
So the Lord's going to attack like a jealousy of a man.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
dealing
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
woman.
Yep.
The Lord's going to attack Esau like that.
With that number 5.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
The
Yep.
Lord say he rejoiced at the pilgrimage of the righteous. That they trying. They mess up, they feel bad, they trying to serve him. And then Esau getting in the way and afflicting Jacob.
Yep.
So the Lord's gonna rise up like and stir up that jealousy, like a man of war.
Yep. You got it one more time.
You shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor.
And in Exodus 34 and 14, it said the Lord is a jealous power, man. He's a jealous power over his people, man. Go ahead.
And make the creature his weapon
And make the creature his weapon. Go ahead.
for the revenge of his enemy.
See, for the revenge of his enemy. Go ahead. He reads more now.
He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate
Right?
and true judgment instead of an helmet.
See, in true judgment, the Lord finna judge the earth with equity. Can you read?
He shall take holiness for an invincible sheep.
Yep.
His severe wrath
His severe wrath. Go ahead.
shall he sharpen for a sword.
Go ahead.
And the world shall fight with him against the unwise.
And the world shall fight with the Lord against the unwise, man. That was the point. That's what's finna happen. That's what the Lord doing now. We watching this. We watch TikTok video, YouTube videos, attacked by dogs, dead. What's this nigga died in the hospital 3-4 days? Out of here. Edomite. It's happening, man. Everything that these niggas did to so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians and Haitians, the Lord is jealous, man. And his judgment is happening daily.
And that's one of the judgments that the Lord said he will raise up. Teeth of wild beasts.
Right.
And newly created animals.
Right.
It's new. It's new. I was watching some. They got these dire wolves starting to come out now, man. Them dire wolves are literally this big, this fucking tall. A regular wolf is that tall.
Never seen them before.
Never seen them before.
Prophecy coming to pass in real time.
And they big too.
I saw the one that run next to the car.
Yeah. And this is big, man.
Man. Yeah.
This is 2 Ezra 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places,
Yep.
and the fire shall be oft sent out again.
And we saw that happen. California stay on fire, man. Often,
It
man.
was just a big old bonfire, man.
Right. Often, man.
They got a place called Paradise over there, right?
Yeah. And the Lord messing California up, man. Because that's where the wickedness started at, man. California is its own separate state, man. That's what they passed the whole whatever wickedness that happens, they pass it there first and then they go to the other states. You got it.
Testing ground.
And that's what Elder Yashwama made the point. When you go down with Hollywood Boulevard, they got the Egyptian gods up there, man. Them Canaanite gods, man. Entering into Hollywood, man. Go ahead.
And the wild beasts shall change their places.
Right. What you see happening now? You see black bears and brown bears. They in the garbage can, man. Cause Esau done cut down the goddamn they habitation, so they got to come out and hey, they shopping for groceries too, like we is.
Esau's eating the raccoons and the possums.
Shit, they doing they shopping. They going door to door. And they don't need no weapons neither.
Yeah.
You gonna get bite.
No membership card neither.
And they're not scared either.
No, they ain't scared.
Because the scripture says in the 17th chapter that the Lord put the fear of man upon all beasts.
Right.
Usually when a beast see you, they
Yeah.
out of there. But now they like,
Right. That's why I want that's why I want you to read that Wisdom of Solomon. They said the world shall fight with the Lord against the ungodly, man. That's what's happening. If a motherfucker get mauled by a black bear or brown, and you can't run from no black bear, them niggas climb trees too. You might as well just lay on down, man. Like this nigga on the what's the movie Revenant with you might as well just lay down, man.
Take it.
Just take it. Ask the Lord to give you a quick death. Go ahead. The Lord is angry, man.
The world look at this like it's just niggas with a grudge. This is bigger than niggas with a grudge, man.
Yeah.
The world needs new rulership. It needs new rulers. And
Bro,
that's what
man.
we're waiting on through the Spirit. That's our hope that the Lord is going to bring Yahushua back and the earth will be ran in righteousness. That's why we don't put no stock in this thing. We still got to be responsible, you know, to the best of our ability. We got to handle business, but we don't put no stock in this place continue forever.
For what, man?
Because that's the understanding of the times. Not just being an Israelite, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And the will of the Lord is to destroy this and establish something greater. And we desire that.
Yep.
More than some house in the hills around a bunch of Edomites, man. Because it's hell no matter where you go.
No matter where
if
you
you go up a tax bracket, it's hell. If you at the tax bracket that you at now, it's hell. If you leave the states, it's hell.
Yeah, man.
The Lord turned the whole planet into a prison.
Yeah.
Jake don't regard that.
Hey, he said in Psalm 7:11, he said he angry with the wicked every day, man. The Lord pissed off, man. But the angels, what the angel be doing with different deaths is appeasing the wrath for the Lord, man. Because he's bound by his prophecy being fulfilled first. And then that's why it said in Revelation 7 that the angels are holding back the four winds, man. The four sword judgments of the Lord, man. You got it.
2 Ezra 5 and 8. And the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
We see that happening, man.
All the day long.
All the day long, man. The scripture talks about it also in 2 Ezra, women having birth to children 3-4 months old, preemie. The Lord, man, the Lord is, man, amazing, man. As far as I can go.
now it's a culture too, where the younger generation of Israelites is a culture to crash out.
Yeah.
Like they don't give it that same.
That's it. The monsters just said.
They monsters.
Monsters, man.
No regard of life is a trend now.
Right. They don't care about parents, elders, none of that, man. So like, you got it.
No, because every time you see somebody getting attacked on YouTube, somebody's sitting there just recording it.
Recording that shit.
Dead bodies,
Oh, the one that the lady got raped on the subway in New York.
recording it. That everything. Everybody wants to go viral now.
It's all about likes. The damn what's the show on Netflix? The show with the chick, she tried to get to the wedding, and she couldn't get the rental car because Black Mirror. Her credit score kept dropping, so they had to rent a regular ass car to drive. That's what everybody wears. It's all about. I'm trying to get my subscribers up. Like, click the bell.
That's why people don't realize that if the Lord don't come back, if the Lord don't intervene, it ain't looking good.
It ain't looking good, man.
Just because you
For real.
think you're gonna get some new technology, it don't mean that it's a light at the end of this tunnel without the Lord.
Hey, I think you have brought out an article a year back. Going into, this guy was going into basically the younger generation doesn't want to work. Everybody wants to be a social media.
Yeah. Nobody want to work.
So the society is literally crumbling because the younger generation does not want to work at all. So when you have a generation like that, when you have a society like that, to where all of the younger generation doesn't want to work to upkeep what's being built or to further what's built, It's bound to. It's bound
Hey, it's gonna be like I Am Legend.
Yeah.
And the scripture said that again. It say the earth shall not be tilled, so there's gonna be thorns and briars everywhere, man. Let me read this.
Don Watt there put a clip of a video in the chat where basically Elon Musk was saying there's a necessity for universal basic income. Because a lot of these jobs are going to be taken, all these unskilled jobs where you don't need a degree or certificate, a lot of them jobs will be taken through automation, through whether it's robots or just automated systems where you don't need a cashier. Even with the Walmarts, you see them more and more self-checkouts to the point where they may have two actual cashiers.
And they doing that now with insurance companies.
Exactly.
You call your insurance company, you talking to a damn AI.
Right. And if they can't figure it out, then you get the one person.
Yeah.
That can. So what's going, and that's where Esau needs everything to turn this into a digital version of home.
Yeah.
So where everybody's gonna have to, you're gonna get your stipend, but what you gotta do, you gotta plug into the system.
Yeah. Gotta plug in.
Tap in.
Yep.
And they're gonna use universal basic income as that vehicle to entice people. Look, you can't get your benefits. You can't get SNAP and EB. None of that if you ain't gonna take this.
Yeah.
You know?
That carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Yep. Tracking everything. Yep. Everything gonna be through that. Yeah.
So Jake don't realize the future you think you're gonna have here, it ain't gonna play out how you think it's gonna play out.
Nope.
Don't get in front of you.
Some they're still playing up the system at UBT. And
Yeah.
They playing like they getting around it. How
Yeah.
they're supposed to do it. And he's like gonna track all that shit.
Right.
Something's going away.
He run all the dope dealers out of business. He before that should be mandatory. He's running everybody out of business. Everybody got to come to him.
All roads lead to Rome.
The drug dealers, they're going to be selling drugs for food.
Yeah.
Only one still standing on the corner.
This is Matthew 24 and 22.
Hey, if you still standing on the corner, your ass is going into seven.
Yeah, for real.
That shit ain't cool.
That shit ain't cool no more, man. Yeah, they destroying all that. Hey, they got the weed dispensaries now. You can go to Walgreens, get you some crack cocaine. Get that shit in a bottle now. It's liquid. It's called Novocaine and all that other shit, man.
The elder in Holland was saying how bad the drug situation is over there. How the illegal drugs in the airport, they got a section where they'll check in and out your illegal drugs just to make sure it is what it is, and then they send you on your way.
What?
Way over there in
Everybody
Holland.
feeling calm. They want everybody
Just
peace.
Right, because of the sedation.
Yeah.
You gotta be sedated
you
just to get on the plane.
Yeah, they doing the flight calm.
Right,
Nobody
you
know
gotta
that.
calm down.
Cause nigga bitches get on the bug the fuck out of my seat. You on the wrong seat.
You can't recline
You in my seat.
Hey, because people dying for less out here
Yeah, for less.
nowadays.
Yeah. Hey, Esau, he did a diligent search. That's Psalm 64. He's a crafty bastard, man.
Hey, he gave you movies like they clone Tyrone.
Yeah.
He literally tell you what he's been
What
doing
he
to
been
you all
what he
these
been
years.
doing all these years?
And Jake just round.
And it was a fucking entertainment for niggas, man.
They laugh and just continue their life.
Put no thought behind it.
None.
Niggas don't think at all, man. They don't think at all, man. It's frustrating, man. God damn.
Hey, before the spirit passed, you had mentioned this. Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Because Jake got this mindset that things are going to get better. It's not going to get better, man.
Yeah.
Esau's plans for you ain't sweet. He's never going to give you an equal seat. He's going to do the same thing that he did to get you to take that jump shot, to tap into that digital system. And at that point, the plumbing is already set up. Even when you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin was a precursor to what's coming down. Because eventually all the money is going to go digital.
Right.
But one thing about Bitcoin is the ledger is public. So all of your transactions are public. You can't spend a dime without somebody. Anybody can go and look at your wallet.
Right.
Anybody can go and look at your wallet and say, oh, he bought this, he bought that. Right now,
That's
if you had a
really robbers.
Bitcoin and you bought something with Bitcoin, there's a public ledger that says, look, this what you, which is the opposite of what they was supposed to have it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be to get away from that, to get away from the banks. Yeah, the blockchain technology gives you a public ledger so everybody can look at transactions. All Esau's gonna do is turn that public ledger into a private one, so only he can see.
And he creating, that nigga creating killers out here, robbers, more robbers.
Yeah.
Cause niggas getting IP addresses, and that nigga got the bag.
Yeah, man.
Hey, nobody gotta work. Let's just go
And
load up the car.
Because a lot of those, you have what they call meme coins, and those are coins that don't have no real value, but they just a scheme to pump and dump. They'll buy a lot of them to boost the price up, and then they'll sell it all and take the money. And all those people who invested in it thinking that they were gonna come up, they got finessed. So Esau's allowing that to happen and say, what? Don't worry, big brothers here. We're gonna regulate this shit. And now, you know what? You know what's an even better idea? Fuck this cash. You know, fuck the cash. Fuck the Apple Pay. You know, because niggas are stealing phones.
Yeah.
Colors, they're taking phones and shit. Colors done got into scamming. So you know what? We need a new infrastructure. The plumbing is already here. They just prepping the sales pitch.
See how the nigga talk? Who making the scammers? Niggas don't own warehouses where scammers get made at. Then they sell them online for $2,500.
Right.
I'm sorry. If anybody can help me get a little change, I would love our help. A little change, please.
Read what you got. Oh, bring this out.
What you think
You
I
had a
can
precept.
In Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry,
Yep.
and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged,
Don't worry about it, boy.
and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints,
Yep.
and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
But that's what he's doing. He's destroying the earth.
Right.
We ain't just some so-called disgruntled Negroes.
No.
We not the only ones affected by this nigga, man.
Hey, I swear to God, thank y'all very much. I want to hear y'all, but I don't want to hear.
Hey, go handle your business, brother. The Lord
Have a
sent
good
you here
night,
to get what you got. Go handle a good night, brother.
I hope you guys deserve what you like. I'm sorry. I messed up. Bro.
It's all good.
I'm trying to stay strong and faithful, bro. I want to hear. Okay, I see.
Hey, do what you gotta do, brother. It's all good. Go ahead.
Because again, he's destroying the earth.
Right.
And that righteous leadership must be established on the earth. And that righteous leadership is going to be Yahushua, the world from the world equally called Jesus, and the Israelites, who are looked at as the basis of men. In this society, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans aren't viewed as a nation that's capable of leadership.
Hey, to get a precept to land back there. So they say them that's destroying the earth, right? And
And that's why the scriptures talk about Jake, who's worth their weight in gold, precious stones, the sons of Zion.
Yep.
We're the most valuable men on the planet through the spirit of Yahweh, but we're not regarded as that.
Right.
We're not treated as that. And that's because the Lord put that reproach on us. But when things are turned right side up, Israel's going to have dominion on earth. And that government, that empire will never be destroyed. And the world is going to be a better place for it.
And that Revelation 11:18 says, those, them that destroying the earth. The Jeremiah 51, and the earth was given to the so-called white man. So he get to destroy it. This is Jeremiah 51:24. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all the evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahweh. This goes back to Jeremiah 30, Ezekiel 35. The Lord say, prophesy against Mount Seir. So this destroying mountain is talking about the Edomites, the so-called white man. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth.
That's what he's doing. People have been convinced that this government is helping people across the planet, and they're not. That's just the reality. They're not. They're hurting people, exploiting people, and lying about it.
Right, and it was designed, hey, this system, this whole Section 8 hood, habitat housing, Social Security disability, it was all designed for the so-called white man. For them to have something to fall back on. But then the Lord turned it around and it flopped on them, man. Now they losing. That's why there's a saying called trailer park trash, man. Cause Jake been in the hood. Right? Jake been in the ghettos, the favelas, the barrios. Now you got trailer park trash, so-called white people. Well, welcome to where we been at, man. Hey, and the Lord made the world for our prison, but America maximum security. Well, the same thing happened to the so-called white people now.
Right. Hey, Jake been on the bottom so long.
So long.
He make it look good.
Right.
When Edomites move in, you like, what the?
Yeah. They go to the neighborhood.
They go to the neighborhood.
Edomite that moved in here, this shit going down.
It should vex me too because now they're trying to make it a pressing issue about how these communities are inhumane. It's not there, they're uninhabitable and stuff like that. And they created that community.
Right.
This just over there in Brazil, those ghetto in Brazil ain't no fucking joke. It's terrible.
No, yeah.
And Esau is the one that pushed them up into that corner. And now they go in there and they make different documentaries about how it's inhumane and how you can't live in there. You did that, man.
They right. Fucking devil,
And
man.
that's why that narrative is being destroyed. That Esau coming to fix problems he's created.
Yep.
You created these problems, and then you wait 50 years and say, you know what, you need to fix this. You go around creating problems and then wait 50 years and now give somebody a fake solution to exploit them even more, man.
Because these people crying to him. Because the Edomites not crying to the government like, man, hey, what y'all gonna do? And they ain't gonna do nothing, man. This
Which
is
a testament that his desire is as hell and
Yep.
is as death.
Not be
He cannot
satisfied.
because his greed has reached his own house.
Yep.
The man's so greedy, he's stealing from his own people.
Yep.
That's when they talk about the middle class being eroded. That's him taking wealth from his own people.
Yep.
That's how greedy they got. How he will steal till he had anything, man. And then he covers.
Yep.
And then you can't have a nation of people like that in leadership.
Nah, man. Yep. Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountains, saith Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain.
Right. So the Lord's going to make a public demonstration.
So that's the Obadiah 1:18, that burnt mountain.
This judgment is going to be public.
Yep.
As a nation of people, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man is going to be judged as a nation. So the world can understand
Yep.
the cost of wickedness.
The harlot, the whore. Hey, we've been on this a lot lately, man. The Lord, every judgment that the Lord brought on a person in the ancient time, it was public, man. That's the only way the Lord get. The Lord ain't hiding no judgment, man, because the world, everybody got to see it, man. You don't want to feel the Lord? Well, when you see somebody close to you die a grievous death and there was nothing you can do about it, that's gonna put that fear in you, man.
Hey, the Lord's judgment, talking about our first Exodus. The
Right.
Lord's judgment happened all the way across the world.
Right.
And here in Babylon the Great,
Right.
everybody know about it, whether you want to believe the Lord or not.
Hey, and somebody had to get on horseback and get the damn Jericho before we got there. Rahab was like, hey, hey, open up the gates. Let me tell you what happened in Egypt.
Word travels fast.
Every time about camel and horseback, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be famous again.
That's the Lord make, hey, because it say in 1 Corinthians 4, we have been defamed, right? Lamentations 4, that same chapter, Lamentations 4, it said the Lord scattered us. We are not known in the streets because he defamed us. So that's why Yahweh Shah said, Paul mentioned in 1 Corinthians 4, that that Zephaniah 3, the Lord gonna get us praise and fame in every land we put to shame. Because the Lord defamed us. We ain't defamed ourselves, the Lord did it, man. So it's gonna be the Lord that's gonna get us our praise and fame, man. You got it.
And that's why that narrative is going to be restored as the precious sons of Zion.
Right.
We're going to be acknowledged as the sons of Zion again. Not these proverbs and bywords, the so-called white
Right.
people pushing all across the earth. That we're Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, that we're Haitians, that we're West Indians. That narrative and that defaming is going to be undone.
Right. Hey, you can't do it by yourself, man. The Lord say.
Right.
Hey, you see what happened to all these niggas that made the Hollywood, man. All them niggas defamed. Half of them ain't even in jail. I mean, we know them niggas, they taking it up to Ross Clyde, man. Them niggas is fruit booties, man. Them niggas already defamed. With $1 billion.
Hey, you right, because look at Reggie Bush, man.
Dude.
Reggie Bush, who? He was most named.
Exactly. Who the fuck
He
is
was
that?
most named for football, but what? You went from toting pigskins to really actually toting pigskins on commercials, man. This devil used you for whatever he wanted to,
Yeah.
and then gave you trinkets at the end.
That's it.
Now you're nobody.
Nobody. Defamed.
That's defame.
Jake don't think as a nation of people, because when you look at it, what's the face card of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? Celebrities.
Celebrities.
That's it.
when the kingdom is established, what's our face card? Yahweh Shah.
Right, right.
Yahweh Shah being on the earth and being the ruler over all. That face card is going to be restored. Our reputation is going to be restored with Yahweh Shah's return. That's when things get turned right side up. That's why people have this reverence for Trump, these Edomites, because they look at him like a representation of them. Like, see, the God that represents us is now in power. Well, that's who Yahweh Shah is for us as a nation. He is our face card. That's our trophy. The Lord is our symbol of us getting out of this jam, man. That's why scripture say he's the author and finisher of our faith.
And that's who got our vote.
Right.
Okay? Because the Heavenly Father, man, giving us this word back was nothing but pure mercy.
Yeah.
Look what situations the Lord has pulled us out thus far. How much more he's going to do it in the deliverance of us.
Lord willing. Lord willing.
Lord willing.
Go ahead, Ed.
This is Proverbs 11:29.
Yep.
He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind,
Yep.
and the fool shall be servant to the wise at heart.
Yep. That's it.
Now, there's a situation after this last hurricane in North Carolina. I saw a short video where these Edomites are literally freezing to death because their dwellings have been washed away.
And all they got was $750.
Yeah. Can't even buy a freaking air mattress and a blanket.
Where they gonna put it at?
Right. And this is going
On
to
the
hasten.
ground.
This is going to hasten that sedition
Yeah.
that's coming.
Yeah.
Because these people are heavily armed, and when they get pissed off,
Yep. And I was in martial law today. I heard an Edomite say we need more guns. He was telling his wife that we need. I said, damn, this nigga walked past me and said that shit. Edomite said we need more guns.
Right.
I said, oh shit, let me get the fuck up out of here. ASAP. We gonna get my little, like Pastor say, get my 2-3 little items and get the fuck up out this bitch.
be time.
Esau already got more guns than he can shoot.
Yeah, man. Where the hell you go? You got 2 hands. That nigga said we need more guns.
Right, because it takes too long to reload, so all them guns are
Get
loaded.
the fuck up out of here for this nigga go pull one out. That nigga was on the scooter, fat ass Edomite. Yep.
Sirach chapter 14, you start verse 3 and read on 2. Riches are not comely for a Negro, and what shall an envious man do with money?
Right.
He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul, gathereth for others.
And the so-called white man's a nation of people are envious people. They started world wars, stealing to take resources from each other. Scripture say, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? They deal treacherously with each other.
Yep.
Why would you expect mercy from a nation of people that operate like that?
So right now, France is gathering troops to go back into Niger because they have been kicked out by Niger and the surrounded nation, Burkina Faso. Now, they're kind of embarrassed, so they're proud.
Right.
So they're going to go and take back what's not rightfully theirs again.
It's not even yours. You don't have the right to go into another nation and steal their resources and they get upset when they revolt.
Right.
Like, what's going on with them small hats is should tell you everything you need to know about Esau, even the so-called white man as a nation. They are destroying the Ishmaelites.
Yeah.
Completely destroying them and trying to justify it.
Yeah, man. What them Edomites doing over there is called war crimes.
Exactly.
And that's not what vocab Malone want to talk about.
He ain't gonna talk about that.
You know, my grandmother had the same, being wrong and strong. That's a so-called white man. He's wrong on everything and he's strong about it.
Yeah, nigga, we got the guns. What
Yeah,
you
we got
gonna
the
do?
guns.
I got one real quick to land back there. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Yeah.
Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice. For that which is feeble is bound to be nothing worth.
That's what we read in Malcolm 2 about him oppressing a man in his own area.
Yeah.
Here it is, but certain nations are supposed to have their own way. You're not supposed to be able to go in there and strong arm just whatever you want. That's their inheritance, man. But Esau has strong arm everything, and like the brothers going into the French, the so-called French, they're trying to strong arm something that's not theirs, man. And eventually the nation's gonna be like, how long, man? How long is this gonna go on?
Hey, they got NATO backing it.
And the Russians.
Yeah.
The Russians are heavily into into Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. So these weaker nations are now beating their chest and we're strong.
Right.
And that's our prophecy.
Well, agree, yeah.
You have reason?
It says, he that gathers by the arm and the soul, gathers for others. That's how spending should rise.
Right.
He that is given to himself to lose what is good. He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envies himself. And this is the wickedness of the And if he does good, he does it unwillingly. And at the last, he declares wickedness.
It say at the last, he would declare his wickedness. In Proverbs 26 and 26, it say his wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation. You got it.
And that's why the apostles were set up last as the world appointed
Right.
together
Yep.
to connect his crimes with the scriptures.
See, then go right back to see now. Bring out that 2 Thessalonians. Go ahead.
The envious man hath a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion.
See, we were just reading that. What was that? That Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Go ahead.
And our people don't have that type of spirit.
Right.
You can give Jacob a little bit, and Jacob just be comfortable in their own
They
little
won't
world.
even think about it,
Yeah,
Edomite.
don't even be thinking about it, Edomite. But Esau, he'll be in these luxurious homes, and he'll be looking at Jacob.
That nigga just said thinking about a nigga.
Right. What he can do to a person, Jake, and he's living deliciously.
Delicious.
That's satisfying.
That nigga just said eating a steak, flying through the clouds, thinking about how he gonna kill a nigga.
You gotta think too. It says the average median income or the average median wealth of a so-called white family is around 280,000.
Right.
The average Edomite home, whereas the average Negro, Latino, or Native American home has a median income of around 40,000. So you got Jakes who 40,000 a year, and they don't need to think about Edomites.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas you got Edomites who on average have about 282,000 between their assets and their savings. And all they think about is Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Hey, that's why the ones that lost that 200, the nigga talking about we gotta get more guns.
Exactly.
That's why I say sedition among men. It's gonna be Edomites on Edomites,
When they
man.
talk about the middle class being destroyed, that's the average so-called white family.
Yeah, them
That's
niggas
not
is
talking
off
about
that.
the Negro.
The nigga in the trailer park, that nigga ain't making more than me. And I don't make shit. Go ahead.
He says, and the iniquity of the wicked.
And see, they'll show the trailer park Edomites to make you think that, see, they down bad like y'all.
Yeah.
That's a few of them. Those are exceptions.
Yeah, that's
The average Edomite has a household income of
Yeah.
around 280.
Yeah.
Not necessarily income, but they total wealth.
Right.
From the house, the equity in the house to the savings. And that's because how you live as a nation of people is your parents are supposed to give you something to work with.
right. Yep.
And that's what they've done through generations. That's why the wealth gap is where it's at, because Edomites have been passing that wealth down continuously to the point that the average so-called white household has around 280,000 in between the savings and the assets. Whereas Jake starts moving negative every time you're born.
Yeah.
Scriptures talk about a righteous man leaving an inheritance. And really it's because the Lord has done this so that, again, going back to the person, you have no assurance of life.
Hey, that's why the ones that did lose that, they coming out guns blazing first.
Hey, don't let someone fool you. A lot of these losers that live in trailer park, they sitting on some
Yeah, they see,
They're sitting on some shit.
yeah.
And they making it seem like they poor.
Yeah.
Them niggas is-
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers get there. The motherfuckers got them RVs and shit, man. And
But
shit.
that's why the scripture says in Revelation 2 and 9 that I know that poverty was thou art rich.
Yep.
Because what we have, the world can't buy.
Yeah,
And this is
That's that
satisfying.
Job 28.
This is, see, to watch Esau watching us have brotherly love amongst each other through the
Yeah.
scriptures. You know, watch order. The scriptures talk about order set before his eyes. All these things are vexing to our enemies.
Yeah, it is. Hey, he a vocab, wicked ass. Even though he said it carnally, the Israelites is growing.
Yeah.
No shit, Sherlock. He shall by Shema shot.
You can't stop it, bitch.
Right, Sherlock, y'all.
And you
got
can't
it.
shame, you're not going to be able to guilt and shame the elect into
Nope.
a home.
Nope.
You're not going to be able to
Nope.
guilt and shame the elect or threaten them, or we're going to take your job. You're not able to do that
Hey.
to the elect. 'Cause us being able to stand in great boldness with what they call dresses, which is our garments, and making mockery of us, when they see that it don't bother us, they're going to come down with great wrath.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Because
Yeah.
now the lies and the deception and the shame and guilt
Yeah.
don't work.
That
with
shit
the
don't
elect.
work, man. And the Lord said, and you got the one in Isaiah 45 and 17. It said Israel shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end, man.
Yeah, we
You
don't
got
give
it.
a
Go
fuck
ahead.
what they think, man. In real life, we don't give a fuck what they do.
Ain't gonna be no curious Edomites.
Right.
Curiosity will get your ass dealt.
Ain't gonna be none in jail trouble neither.
Y'all are a nation of villains. We don't give a fuck with y'all.
Go ahead, out, read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17.
Yep.
But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
It's funny now. You gonna cry later, bitch. Go ahead,
He shall
Salaki.
not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
Yep.
For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai, that created the heavens, power himself that formed the earth and made it, he hath established it. He created it, not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited.
Yeah, the Lord didn't create the world to just be an empty place of chaos. When Esau got these organized intelligence groups going out and exploiting people and destroying people. Some of them just for having a different opinion. That world is coming to an end, and we're able to boldly proclaim that because the Lord is going to do it.
That motherfucker sad. He gonna eat his ass soon, man. We'll see his ass on the news.
But the thing about it is, man, they got a right to eat his face. When Esau get his hands on these animals, the first thing he want to do is cut their guts off,
Yep.
spade them and shit.
Yep.
You making transformer animals.
That's
man.
that Proverbs 12 and 10, man. A righteous man regard the life of his beast.
Right.
But it said, but the wicked is cruel, man. Paraphrasing.
I've never seen a dog hang his head down.
Me neither, bro. I saw that like, and he hanging dead like, man. There they go. That he humbled himself, right? But that Edomite kept his head up.
This is Proverbs 11:30. The fruit of the righteous is the tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise.
Hey, you know, just thinking about that, Lord willing, we build that number. Hey, the animals they're gonna
Rejoice.
They're gonna rejoice and they're gonna fear us. So that right there, what that dog just did, bro, that was spiritual. See that? Like,
Proverbs 11:31. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth,
yep.
much more the wicked and the sinners.
Hey,
Wonder how much you know.
yep. In Exodus 22, it talks about how you gotta restore when you steal, man. If you burn the field, you gotta pay. So give me that Job 20 and 18. But then we're gonna read that second Testament. I want to get that too, fool.
So the law, you're supposed to get that bull.
Right. Yep, that's what Exodus 22. If you steal a sheep, you gotta get back 5, man. Go ahead, whoever get it.
Job 20 and 18.
Yep.
That which he labored for shall he restore.
You gotta restore. That's in the law, Exodus 22, man. So-called white man gotta restore everything, man. And it's gonna be through labor. Hey, and going into the Apostle Hall, making a point about them damn shackles was cutting Jake's feet, man. And it comes from that steel, bacterial. Jake probably get his whole fucking foot cut off, man. Go ahead.
And shall not swallow it down, according to his substance.
According to his substance. Because it's in the law in Exodus 22. Go ahead.
Shall the restitution be.
Right. According to his substance shall the restitution be, man. Okay. Read that. Let's get the second Thessalonians real quick. Starting where you left off at, verse 4. I think. Hey, because now, what's happening, the so-called white man is being revealed to be the wicked in the earth, man. And all these other heathen nations are tired of these devils, man.
And they got a right to go. Just like Negroes that you know Native Americans got a right to be ignorant. Like
Right.
our brothers bring out home. JK ain't here no.
You're right. Why do you
We don't
no.
have us as a nation of people. Why do you talk about it so whom the reproach was a burden?
Hey, that's why the Lord said in Ezekiel 25, he gonna have to put his spirit on Jake, man. He said he gonna put his spirit on Jake, man.
We got a right to be upset about what happened to us as a nation. It's still happening.
What's that, Galatians 4? When it said be angry but sin not.
Right. Yeah, every right to be upset about it. What they did to us, yeah.
He took the picture and said arrow.
Just because it happened centuries ago, they tried to stick it and say,
He was at
oh,
the
that's
far away from the
that's how Edomites do. That ain't how you supposed to do it. You never supposed to.
Ryan, can we go back to Stone?
Well, here we are in another land learning another man's history.
Right.
It's really not history, it's a narrative.
Bastards history.
The ones that destroyed you are the ones telling you your history. That should make you upset.
faster language.
And then get mad at you for reading it and teaching it.
Yeah,
Can we go back to spawn?
it's okay though. Our time coming. Read that 2 Thessalonians.
That's why
Let's go back to
the righteous will be beautiful. The whole world believing our people is criminals because this man done went around the earth and lied.
Yeah. Forged the lie against us, man.
What we do in neighborhoods to each other, you're doing to other people across the planet.
Countries
Organized.
taking shit.
The
Yeah.
whole continent.
I got a black helicopter. Niggas just jump out and
Yeah.
do a kick though. With radar, with night vision.
Yeah, night vision. Yeah.
And they call it
the wet team.
Yeah, we had the wet team.
Yeah, you didn't see the wet team in them. Yeah.
Just watch a Sean Ryan podcast and listen to how these people might talk about treachery that they be doing.
Hey, them niggas.
We had 24 years. We just
Yeah.
knocked him down. You know, the other guy, he just exploded. It was just a red years. They love that shit.
Then the niggas sit in the missionaries. Talking about Jesus still love you. I think they done send the wet team in and destroy the whole village.
Yeah, they got a camp. They got a term that
Jesus died for
they
your
use
sins.
in the military called hearts and minds.
Yeah.
Where their doctrine is to basically indoctrinate the nation that they have a
Yeah,
war with.
yeah.
That we the good guys.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
That's what they did to us.
Yeah.
That's what they did to us.
Because God is white, Jesus
Yeah.
is white, so ride with us.
Then they came and took us and said, see, this is why we did it. Jesus
Right.
told us.
Right.
Hey, you talking about a man that go into the woods and kill animals while they're running away.
Yeah,
Watching their brains splatter, and they just doing it for pictures.
that's
They
it.
don't need that.
What about they slaughter all the buffaloes so people will starve to death?
Yeah. Right.
Hey, and then
Niggas got pork and everything, man.
Everything, man.
Nigga, that nigga's a walking parasite, man.
Hey, I seen the Edomite was blending bacon in his smoothie.
Fucking nigga.
This man is diabolical on every level.
Every level.
On the micro level, Esau is diabolical. When you go into the scriptures, everything that the Lord hates, that's what Esau does.
That's what he does.
Complete opposite.
It's the complete opposite. Let me read
Perfectly
this.
wicked.
Jake had a story like what we were speaking about earlier. Jake had a problem when Jake was over there in Vietnam. Esau was destroying whole villages.
Yeah, yeah.
Like laying down a whole
Yeah.
village. And Jake wasn't down with that, man.
That
Jake
nigga-
wasn't down with laying down whole villages like that, man.
Right.
But Esau laid out a level of whole village. And then try to pick himself as some benevolent character.
Hey, it had the missionaries at the hotel waiting to move in. This is Proverbs 26 and 24. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. So he's completely wicked.
And the Lord has created him to be like that. The Lord
Right.
is literally perfecting Esau in the heart of carnality.
A fucking walking parasite, man.
Right. Like you say, he dissembled with his lips first.
Yep.
Then he come in with his blessing, which is his sword.
Yep.
And then he come in with his guile, man.
Yep.
And then he recreate the whole story.
But we got every right to look at you like a devil.
Right.
After everything you did to us as a people, the idea that Jake desires the validation of a nation who literally raped, robbed, and murdered you. A nation of people who literally raped, robbed, and murdered you. And you desire their validation for what?
Right. We're in the era where it gotta be cool. You gotta be okay with it.
Yeah, you gotta be
Better be
What you gonna do?
And then they
We'll lock your
fantasize-
ass up.
And then they fantasize our drama, man. The whole Jingle Bell song.
Yep, yep.
It's off of Jake's, I forget what his name was. But Edomite created that. Talking about runaway slaves, man.
And bells.
Yeah, them bells
That was
their
on
neck.
the yeah.
And then they used to ride on a one-horse slave, man, to catch them Jakes, man.
It say verse 26. Whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation.
So the Lord got the elect, and the elect is standing in great boldness saying, all right, you hate us, we hate you too.
Yeah, we hate you
We
too.
don't want to be your friend.
Right.
2/3 of our people, you got them hook, line, and sinker. But the Lord got a remnant that's not going for that.
Right.
You are the opposition.
Yeah. Proverbs 26 and 26. It reads, all right, great. Somebody grab it for me real quick. Yeah, 26 and 26.
That's why scriptures say, ye that know the truth shall set you free. We understand what's going on in the earth through the spirit of Father Abba Shah. We understand it more than Scott Ritter. We understand it more than Alex Jones. We understand it more than Glenn Beck. We understand what's going on in the earth with the spirit. But because it's perceived to be unlearned men, people disregard it. And that's cool. That's what the Lord wants.
Yeah. Hey, they can analyze what's happening,
Right.
but they don't know why it's happening.
They don't know where it's going. They think it could be. They think it could be salvaged. It could be healed. It will not be healed. Thus saith the Lord.
Right. Ain't no bone for this place, man.
Right, and they can't teach what we're preaching.
Right.
They can't teach.
The Israelites are the only ones who know the Lord on a personal level, beginning with the elect. The world has this imagination of who one they call God is, and then you have the elect who truly understand the nature of the Heavenly Father according to what He's revealed. Only Israelites, beginning with the elect, understand the Lord personally. These words were for us.
Right.
And it's always been for us. But only the elect are going to stand in great boldness because they've been given the gift of faith to believe it, to understand the oracles of the Lord and believe it.
Hit that 26 again, brothers and precepts. Proverbs 26 and 26. Whose hatred is covered by deceit. Right. His wickedness shall be showed for the whole congregation. Hey, because it says Jeremiah 4:9-10, the Lord is going to make Esau barren. So now his wickedness is being shown. Everybody get to see his wickedness. Because the Lord had the so-called white man to create the World Wide Web, which is in the Bible, Job 39, is the unicorn. You got it up. Honey.
Sprock on Ecclesiastes 12:10. Never trust thine enemy.
Right.
But like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness.
Like
Right.
it said in Proverbs 26. He covered his hatred.
Right.
But eventually, like iron, it's going to rust.
So yeah. So it's going to, yep.
So we don't trust the Edomites at all. At work, elsewhere, on no level. We don't trust these things.
Hey, I was making a point, right? So, you know, it say that Isaac favored Esau. Rebecca loved Jacob, right? The Lord did a flip-flop. Because in the law, what your firstborn supposed to get, you know, the first best portion, whatever.
Double portion.
Right? So Isaac favored Esau, right? Well, the Lord gave Jacob the blessing.
Right. And the only thing that Esau did perfectly was preparing that venison
Yeah.
for his dad.
Yeah.
After that,
That's why they good at hunting right now.
Yeah.
That's why the so-called white man good at hunting right now, man.
Man.
That's the only, that shit and lies and forging weapons. And the nigga can't hunt that good neither because the nigga gotta set up traps. He set up traps, man. He's a cunning fucking hunter, man. Sit your ass in the deer stand and wait hours and catch a deer. No, that nigga gotta put a camera out there. Oh yeah, you go to deer shit, follow the track. We watch him all night. He's still here for like 30 minutes, then he move. No, nigga, we gotta go. I gotta go get my ass in a deer stand and be out there in the cold for 7 hours. This nigga got cameras and traps. Nigga got a bear trap.
Infrared.
Just to get a fucking bear and put it and stuff it. You wicked ass nigga, man. Go ahead, you got it. Good luck.
This is Psalms 145 and 18. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, and to all that call upon him in truth.
He said the Lord is nigh, man, to those that's calling on him. This is about the name of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua, man. You got it.
He will fulfill the desires of them that fear him.
Right. Is he? Again, why did the Lord make all nations to fear him, man? Because he hate them, man. The Lord don't love the heathens, man. And he hates you so-called white people, man. Go ahead.
He also will hear their cry and will save them. The Lord preserveth.
Oh, hold on. It said he, read that again.
He also will hear their cry.
He hear our cries, right? Our prayers say the prayers of the humble pierce the clouds. When you read in Exodus 2, starting at 23, it said we cried to the Lord. Man, somebody give me that real quick. Hold that. Exodus 2 and 23. I won't go back to that 2 Thessalonians 2, but the spirit is sliding everywhere right now.
Exodus 2 and 23. And it came to pass in the process of time.
In the process of time, that's what we waiting on. This is the process of time, man. So you got to pray to Yahweh Shema Shah to give you strength to endure, man. Because this could go another 10 years. Who knows? Go ahead.
And the king of Egypt died. And the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage. And they cried, and their cry came up to them.
See, And the cry came up to the Lord, man. It said, but through a process of time. Everybody waking up in their own, the Lord reactivating everybody in their own time, man. It wasn't designed, the Lord didn't design it for everybody to wake up at the same time and be on the same level as the apostles, man.
Hey, and when you think about it, before he saved the Israelites out of the first Exodus, it came through a process of time.
That's right.
And it was what? Plagues. The scripture says, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. Well, the Israelites was exposed to the same plagues, watching the Canaanites go through those things. They was exposed to those things. They get to see the scripture says what? Nothing better for a man to raise his child, but for paraphrasing, and the man to see the fall of his enemies.
Right.
Well, that's what we saw in the first Exodus, and the second Exodus is going to be greater.
Hey, and also, go ahead.
It's similar to this one because before the Lord drops his place, he goes up the prophets first. He goes up Moses.
Right.
He goes up the leaders.
Right.
Which was Moses.
Right. Right.
Which is what he's doing now, just on a bigger scale. He's raising up the leaders, the prophets first, and then the people afterwards.
Right. And
Go ahead,
it got worse with the work, man.
Yeah.
Work got harder, man. Work got harder, man.
Right.
They took away the scroll. We had to get our own scroll, man.
Right.
Because of what Moses did with the Egyptians. Hey, so it's all playing out the same way, man. And just like in Egypt, we ain't had to do nothing, man. Hey, what we doing now is a light thing. It's light, man. Go ahead.
It's actually a privilege.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege. That the Lord has allowed you to not only receive the word, but be a part of it.
Right. 2 Thessalonians 4 said this is our light. This is a light affliction, man. Well, what's going on now was lighter than what happened in Egypt, man. We caught hell in Egypt, man. Even though we caught hell here with slavery, but everything is playing out the same way, man. It's nothing new under the sun. Read this again. Yeah.
Psalms 145 and 18.
Hey, the Lord hear us, man. That's why you got to cry to the Lord more, man. In the car, wherever, under the bed. I don't give a fuck. Cry to the Lord, man. Go ahead.
Psalms 145 and 18. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him. Unto all that call upon him in truth.
In truth. It ain't just about calling on the Lord. Because Yahushua said they're going to say Yahushua, Yahushua. A lot of niggas calling on the Lord right now. It's saying truth, man. Go ahead.
He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry and will save them. The Lord preserveth all them that love him.
Right, he preserved. That's talking about the remnant, man. The Lord preserved the remnant, man. Every third and fourth generation. He preserved the remnant, man. Go ahead.
But all the wicked will be destroyed.
Man, the Lord preserved the remnant over and over, man. And it's the same message. It's the same message, man. Destruction coming. Repent. Let's go to the 2 Thessalonians.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
And now we know the truth, so the so-called white man, he can't deceive us, man. And we don't need that nigga validation, man. Go ahead.
For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
And we had to fall away. That's Jeremiah 17 and 4. We shall discontinue from our heritage. Lord told Jeremiah, thou shalt serve in another country that thou hast never known, man. Go ahead.
The son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High.
And this is what the so-called white man has done. Everything the Lord say don't do, as the brother mentioned, the so-called white man did it, man. And doing it. And the one law the nigga is going to keep in Exodus 20, 21, when it say, put an awl through the ear of the servant, that's the one law this nigga is doing. Because the sea here ain't nothing but the digital awl, man. That's all the apostle I was saying the other day. So that's the one law the so-called white man is keeping of the Lord, making his servants take the awl, man. Go ahead.
It ain't just gonna be Jake.
Right.
Somebody's about to take that shit too. He gonna call the whole world. All.
Right. In Proverbs 29 and 12 it say, if the king hearkeneth to lies, all his servants are wicked. Go ahead.
And if I may say, because like the point was being made earlier about, because this devil is so, everything he does is in opposition of the Most High. This is why the earth is fighting against him.
Right. Right.
And it just, has to be thinking, because whenever you put something foreign in the body, what does it do? Naturally, the body tries to get it out.
Push it out. Yep.
And a prime example of that on the earth is over there in Israel. You know, because obviously they're not the people. That's why there's nothing but wars over there. Because the motherland, the fatherland, the true fatherland, is again, it's so foreign. In our homeland, it's so foreign.
That nigga got that bam bam.
All right, and naturally, it's trying to get it out.
Yep.
It says, verse
That's
4,
why that's why don't nothing grow over there, man. Everything over there, they importing that shit. Pastor Bach go into that all the time, man. Go ahead.
right? That's why the nations, you got Ishmael and Esau fighting, but the Lord's gonna clear the whole. He's gonna kick all the asses out the land. Clear the whole area out.
Another example is that it's all sturdy. That land is easy projected.
What the fuck is this?
All these different animals, all these different insects.
What that, the bean? What's that? Tennis? What the fuck was that? It's like, y'all. I don't know what that was, but that was a monster right there, for real. That was a hit, bro.
Adventurous women bring forth.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Verse 4, who
Dang.
opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High,
Right.
or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
And see, the only way he can get in the temple, he gotta physically get in your temple with that sea hill, man. Cause see, what we was taught from them, it didn't stick for the hopeful elect. That's why I said Revelation 12:17 that the dragon is raw with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of his seed. Right? It said he's raw. Why? Because they keep the commandments of the Lord and they had a testimony. So what we was taught by them didn't stick. The Lord removed that shit. So now he got to physically get in your temple, man. That's why we make the point, the Lord will never let us rebuild a physical temple. Because Esau destroy that shit every time. It's a spiritual building being built. He can't do shit. Oh, we can take your job away. Okay, nigga, that ain't gonna change my spiritual temple, nigga. While I think about you, how about Shem Shah? The Lord is winging us from trusting in the little bit of shit that we didn't accumulate here, man. We ready to leave that shit to the drop of a fucking dime. 2:30 ain't trying to leave that shit. That's why the Lord said, remember Lot's wife. Lot was filthy rich, man. So what his wife accumulated, she didn't want to leave that shit.
And she ain't had to. I asked up there right now.
Right. Right.
That's why scripture say the fashion of this world pass away. And the Lord give us the spirit of being proof.
Bro,
To understand that all of this is going to melt with birth.
people don't
Nothing
believe
on
that
this
shit,
side.
bro.
You can't even take your body.
Right.
Nothing is leaving this side. Except your spirit, Lord will be a part of that.
Oh, what's the scripture say? The Lord said, your body cannot inherit the kingdom of heaven. How it's worded?
Flesh and blood.
Flesh and blood. Because you got to be translated, man. You got to put off this body. You can't go into the chair in this body, man. So that's why I say flesh and blood should not inherit the kingdom of heaven, man.
Hey, you might get in the chair and the air might be so clean in there, you gonna pass out, man.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Like in this flesh, we can't change the dark. The Lord is coming to liberate us, meaning that he's coming to love us.
Right.
That means that our body it doesn't make sense. Our body
returning.
can't go into that because that would mean that the jokes is coming.
Hey, man, call out y'all about Shema Shah, because you know, if you ask a Christian, what does it mean when they say flesh and blood cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven? Them niggas will be lost. Explain that. How do you explain flesh and blood can't get the kingdom of heaven? What are you talking
Well,
about?
they're going to say that the kingdom of heaven is a spiritual thing.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna say. You dumbass, slow better niggas.
That's the same niggas that call you house shot cannibal.
Yeah, yeah, right. The same nigga that call Lord a cannibal.
Jake don't like to say it because they hate him when he said it. That is a slave mentality.
Yeah.
If you think that the only way you're going to experience some type of freedom, some type of bliss or enjoyment is through your death, there's a slave mentality.
That's madness.
But when you mention that,
Fucking madness.
it's like Jake always, he's all about Jake so bugged out with slavery that they hate anything that's referred up to him. Everything goes back to him damn near, man.
Yep.
They hate us talking about it, but it's true.
The truth, man.
That mindset is a slave mentality. If you follow Christianity, you are a slave in the mind.
Hey, shalom to the Akimah Walk tuning in. Y'all about Shemal Shabbat. You got it.
This is Ecclesiasticus 26 and 4. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
Hey, cause he know he got something better coming, man.
Right.
If you endure, man, you got something better coming, man. And emotionally.
Emotionally, it's those bonds. Because as far as your mind can think without the truth, there's nothing but death. Your mind can only think much so far. The Lord loses that limitation on him. And he empties us, man. Spiritually.
Right. Hey, I don't know if y'all remember, but I had went to the store one time, and the guy just started talking. Could have been an Edomite, could have been a Jake. He was like, man, I've been tied down, thinking about dying most of my life. He was like, man, I let that go. That shit is a burden, man. Hey, what this bastard done drilled in our brains about dying, man. And that ain't what the scriptures say.
He's so scared all
He's
the time.
scared.
He's scared all the time. And it makes it impossible to live.
That one life to live. This your only life you done. Man, listen. Boy, call like y'all about Shemal Shop, man. Because we was really trapped in the chain of the philosophy of the so-called white man.
Hey, because you not only thinking about dying, you think about going to hell.
Right.
You on the bed, saying streaming back.
You
Because you just came from church.
Can't even eat your meal good, man.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, man.
You gotta think about how they gonna
Right.
If you trying to crash out,
Yeah, you finna die. You don't got shit.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
You living check to check in an apartment. What the fuck my kids gonna do?
I can imagine that's a horrible, like, horrible thought.
Damn.
A horrible thought. Like, what am I gonna keep my kids?
Yeah.
I can't leave this nigga like nothing.
hey, the scripture the elder just brought out, he said, whether you rich or poor, because the scripture says, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So when it don't matter what condition you is or what you have on this side, when you think about what the Lord got for you, nothing compares or measures up to it.
Yeah.
So you ain't worried about what you got or how you move. You worried about what the Lord got coming.
Right.
His promises.
Hey, as the brother always say, having this truth is rare, man. Every time. I don't care what store I go to, I don't care if it's a gas station. Who up here thinking about y'all about Shemal Shop?
Right.
You got it.
Acts chapter 2, verse 25. For David speaking concerning him, Yahushua, I foresaw the Lord always before my face, for he is on my right hand, that I should not be moved. Therefore did my heart rejoice, and my tongue was glad. Moreover, my flesh shall rest in hope.
See? Beautiful. Go ahead, that's fire.
Because, I mean, verse 26 again,
Yeah, where you reading that?
Acts 2 and 25.
Okay.
For David, speaking concerning him, Yahushua, I foresaw the Lord always before my face, for he is on my right hand, that I should not be moved. Therefore did my heart rejoice, and my tongue was glad. Moreover, also my flesh shall rest in hope, because thou wilt not leave my soul in hell,
Yeah, that's fire.
neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Thou hast made known to me the ways of life. Thou shalt make me full of joy with thy countenance.
That's fire. Wisdom, man. That's what wisdom do, man. Wisdom guides you to the kingdom, man. Now you know how. I was just reading Wisdom Solomon 8. It said wisdom. Hey, get me that real quick. Read Wisdom Solomon 8 and 8 real quick. It say wisdom conjectureth things that are right, man.
Hey, scripture says wisdom maketh a man's face to shine.
Right.
Isaiah 60:1, man. Arise and shine, for thy light has come. The more you go into the scriptures, the closer you get to your house.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it makes you. Hey, that's why we don't fear this nigga, man. We don't fear the so-called white man. That nigga gonna have to come get us, man. You gonna have to come. Hey, all that. What you will do on the phone, bitch, leaving death threats and notes and shit, bitch. You gonna have to come get us.
Right, and what our people don't understand, okay, they don't approve of what we're doing. So they reject it, thinking that this so-called white man won't be coming after them. In Jacob's trouble, he's coming after everybody.
Wisdom of Solomon 8:8.
Yep.
If a man desire much experience,
If a man desire much experience, go ahead.
she knows things of old,
The wisdom, go ahead.
and conjectureth aright what is to come.
See, what is to come? The kingdom. Destruction first. What side you gonna be on? What side are you trying to be on? Lord willing. Go ahead.
She knoweth the subtleties of speeches,
Right.
and can expound dark sentences.
The Lord said he gonna give us when the time, he gonna tell us what we should say. Go ahead.
She perceives signs and wonders.
The signs and wonders is the tokens of the Lord, man. The prophecies is playing out. We watching it happen. Go ahead.
And the events of seasons
And the
times.
events of seasons and times. This is wisdom that's doing that, man.
Hey,
That was the point.
hey, the elder brother made a good point, man. Because if the Lord is going to put in your mouth what to say at that time, that means you already know what's going to happen to you. That means your destiny is already taken care of. That's how much more you got to trust in the Lord.
Right. Right. You was holding something out?
The scriptures talk about not doubting. Take no
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
about
yeah.
life.
First Timothy 2.
So the
Yeah.
elect are being trained to be detached from the affairs of this world.
Right.
Because when this place falls, a lot of people's hope is going to fall too. Because their hope is invested in this place. Continue to come.
Hey, that's what Revelation 13 is saying. They wandered out to the beast, saying who is able to make war with the beast. This system. Everybody want to be a part of the system, man.
Even John, on the Island of Patmos, he marveled at the woman. Meaning he marveled at the power,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
place from the outside looks in without any understanding.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like a glorious
Yeah,
golden
yeah.
city. But when you see it through spiritual eyes, you understand that this is just organized wickedness. It's not a golden city. It's just wickedness wrapped in glitter.
Yep.
And it's a personification of what this man think about you. And he gave you living culture.
Right.
Your daughters is looking at Remy Ma and this is what they got for the people to look up to. And the scriptures talk about us being a holy and simple.
Hey, they're right. That black culture. That's that came from African American studies.
Yeah.
Came from two so-called white men, man. Yeah, right, right.
And we went into it earlier. Black culture in a nutshell is just the so-called white man. What he does on a global scale, our people do it their own here. So it's a cheap imitation of the so-called white
Yep,
man's culture.
yep.
That's where you get the envy and the bloodshed. Esau has world wars. When Jake have a street beat, Esau has global wars.
Yeah, all over the world.
Yeah, Jake in the drugs and ops. This man is in diamonds and stocks. Man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
This
the
nigga-
same thing,
right.
just on a different level.
He got the biggest drugstores open 24 hours. Walgreens, CVS.
Yes. And he take natural herbs and just step on them with something synthetic.
Yeah.
They call it medicine, but really he just subsiding the symptoms
Yep.
and not actually giving you a
Right. Position of no
just to
value.
keep his customer
Joel
coming
13 and
back.
4. Yep. Yep.
So
Joel-
they'll make
yep.
Jake look like a demon for what they do in them streets. And they are demons for doing that in them streets. But Esau, he
Across the
completely
world doing it.
leaves out the
Yeah.
fact that he's doing this globally.
Global, yep. And again, once they send the wet team in, they send the missionary in. They say, see, we did this because Jesus told us that we got the right to do it. Right.
And that's the elephant in the room.
Fucking
Nobody
devil,
want to
man.
address the elephant in the room. That's that Esau, even so-called white man who's from the earth, is wicked. He done went around the earth telling everybody he's the hero and really he's the villain.
Villain,
And now it's
man.
being exposed and it's being attached to the scriptures. Because before people just knew that the so-called white man was wicked, but they'll say, look, it's the American, it's the West.
Right.
No, as a nation of people, if you put all their crimes in one pot, forget being New Zealand, saying they're Australian,
I
they're
got you,
Russian,
I got you.
No, no.
put them all
We
in one
just
pot.
have it.
Oh, okay.
And when you
yeah,
look at their crimes,
oh, yeah,
it goes
it's a
back to the
chance, okay,
scriptures. Esau, Edom.
This is Ecclesiastes 27
I got you, man.
and 15. The strife of the proud is bloodshedding.
Right, that's what the brother's saying, man. Everything the so-called white man has done in the earth is bloodshed, man. Go ahead.
And this is why East Lakers are paid for Jake to talk about killing each other. They have the ability to not give Jake a $1 million deal, which is $1 million loan, to promote violence in the
Right.
hood. They can say, look, if it ain't positive, you ain't getting no record. They have the power to do that, but they won't do it.
The scripture saying it's a sport to the fool.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, you got to get that street cred, you know?
On your own people, by the way.
Your own people.
Don't see when Jake going to a gun store to buy a gun, he's buying that for Jake, man.
Right. Yeah.
You ain't buying that for these centurions,
Yeah.
these Edomites running around here wasting $200 steak dinners. You know?
Right, but they can easily go to the suburb and go rob the Edomite.
Yeah, you call it Jake that
They
stayed.
go right to the hood and rob another nigga that's working every day.
You call it
Struggling.
Jake that stayed.
They robbed us of our history, so you know what I'm saying? They took our culture. They took our, you know.
Scriptures say that. They
Yeah.
was gonna, well, the reason that happened because the Lord said we sinned against the Lord.
Our punishment. Yo.
So he let them do that. Only for a time though. The ass is going down, you guys. Right.
And that's why 2/3 of our, as the scriptures say, they're not going to make it on this side. Because they're spiritually institutionalized.
Right.
This is all they can ever see. They don't have a vision past Esau, this empire routine. And they believe because they'll be able to economically be on the same level. If we just stay here long enough, eventually the tide will turn. And that's just not the reality. The Lord turned the world into a prison for Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans for our correction. We weren't brought here to build generational wealth.
You got it.
And now people can't wait till the next election. Ecclesiastes
That's what they keep
27.
they holding on to that.
Yeah. 27 and
Like it says in Proverbs, they like a vision. You know, not got a vision, they don't have a vision. Outside of what's being presented to them. What's being presented is this facet of it. Work, eat, you shit, you sleep, you die. And you repeat that same cycle, generations on, generations in. You don't have nothing to leave your children. You don't have any form of resources. You don't command any resources. You're just on the bottom, like the mother went into. As soon as you're born, you start naked. And then when you die, you're still in the naked.
Still in the next. Yeah.
And our people don't have any type of vision outside of these places.
People
When they
don't
speak about
consider.
being kings and priests and all that kind of stuff, they don't realize what kind of responsibility comes from it. Being a king and a priest comes with responsibility. It comes with understanding judgment, understanding the Lord. You know, and our people don't have a vision of that because it's just a slave mentality.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Ecclesiasticus 27 and 15. The strife of the proud is bloodshedding, and their reveling are grievous to the ear.
That's the numbers 35 and 33, man. He done shed blood. Hey, give me Habakkuk 2 and 12. He done shed blood. It's his strife, man. That's all he's known for. But we understand that the Lord set up the so-called white man to do that. Read what you got up. I know you're holding a precept. Bring out what you got.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High,
Right.
and there shall no torment touch them.
And see, that's the thing that's what we leaning on, man. All our eggs in that basket right there, man. You got it?
To have a contingency plan,
Man, right, exactly. Bro, what kind of plan you got against omnipotent, omnipotent? Like, this is the one that's bringing. He's the one that's bringing the plague. What the hell? How the hell you gonna hide from? Bro, this shit is madness to even think that shit, bro.
It's like you said earlier.
Oh, you don't. That's it.
Because if you believe, there is no need for contingency. This is the only plan.
Ain't no plan B.
Ain't the right.
For them Jakes
Ain't
that
no
get
hidden
to the
plan B.
NFL, they didn't have no contingency plan. That's why they put their whole blood, sweat,
Yeah.
and whatever the fuck they were doing.
Niggas at the combine breaking their back.
Breaking their back. I can't go to school. I can't work. Nigga, I'm trying to work. I got addicted to this game. And they put their whole life into that.
Yep. You got it.
Hey, this devil gotta pay for all this shit. You know?
Oh yeah, Smith with Madden. Yep.
This devil's crimes, man. You know, they go beyond the history books, man. There's things just like there's miracles that wasn't recorded in the time of Yahushua. There's crimes that haven't been recorded for forever.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't get bad enough. Like the brother said earlier, the Lord's gonna have to put his spirit on us. Because being amongst the devils season just, 1 minute, you be wanting to smack an Edomite. We gotta work with these devils. We gotta be amidst these devils.
Yeah.
The Lord sees everything. Like bro said, a lot of things, a whole lot more things that's written off script, off the books.
Yeah.
And the Lord, he The Lord don't forget. He talk about forgive and forget. No, the Lord didn't forget.
See that conscience, that Jake conscience, the Lord gonna kill that nigga. This nigga that was standing right here with them Steven Johnson. That nigga, she got hurt. The nigga gonna kill, Lord gonna kill that nigga.
Yeah,
What heritage?
That's why the scripture
He
says
has
they
no
gonna have
clue.
no
He ain't got no
clue, bro.
Say it again.
He said, because he said, if I have not come spoken to him, they would have cloak for this.
Yeah.
But
Right.
see, everybody
That
knows
was the
man.
marking.
And just you having long hair is gonna get you destroyed.
Gonna get you just that alone.
This is all this ever needed.
Right.
It's a bunch of niggas.
Barbershop.
Hey, right when you start making the point about being the king and the priest,
That's
you gotta.
when they wanna walk
They walked away.
That's
Jake don't want to be no motherfucking priest.
No. The brother mentioned
Hold on.
the
I gotta
brother
run
mentioned
something?
responsibility.
Right. Right. Oh, hold on, bro. Let me get this, man, real quick. See, like, hey, cause the minute Ricardo was talking about being a king and a priest, hey, that ain't too much responsibility to come with that, man. This is what Paul said, 1 Corinthians 4:8, and it's spiritual that it's in 1 Corinthians 4 about us being defamed, made filth of the world. It say 1 Corinthians 4:8. Now you are full. Now you are rich. You have reigned as kings without us. And I would to God ye did reign, that we also may reign with you.
That's why all of the people that are the symbol of success for Negroes that you know
LeBron and them, yeah.
are entertainers
Yeah.
and athletes.
Nigga, you ain't no king then.
And
King
reign
James.
as kings. They can prey on their own people.
Right.
Like the rappers, they can
Right.
take the clash out. So you reign like a king amongst your own people.
Yeah.
But you're not really reigning as a king.
You ain't
have
no king.
say-so in this society.
Right, you ain't no king in front of Esau.
Mayweather them, they don't have no textile farms.
Right.
They don't have actual grocery stores or gardens where they can supply their people
Right.
with righteous food.
You go into
They
that all
don't
the
build
time, man.
infrastructure.
Right.
They just take advantage of the privileges that they have with those FRAs.
How the
But
fuck?
they don't have the ability to actually devote change,
Right.
which is what kings can do.
Right. Yep. How the hell Oprah Winfrey give a nigga a goddamn cauliflower pizza? You dumbass bitch. That's the hybrid fruit. A hybrid vegetable, you slow bellied bitch.
To show you our people are willing to sell you down the river.
Fucking cauliflower
They
pizza.
could go promote cigarettes to you. They get these what they call endorsements, and they'll promote cigarettes and the DraftKings with
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
Knowing,
Place your bet.
the whole Uber thing, and you can lease a car right off the and just
Yeah.
knowing damn well niggas gonna liquidate the car and have to pay the note at the end of it. But they're willing to sell Jake down the river just so they can use their own personal authority.
And you notice how they always promote, like when you say something that's destructive, like how this LeBron, arguing with Hennessy, man. Niggas don't need no more Hennessy, man. Hennessy has destroyed the so-called Negro community, man, as a whole.
Yeah, cuz.
They drunk themselves to death.
You're stupid.
And Jay-Z too.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, they commit themselves to things that further destroy. It's like,
That's a beautiful point. Because when you look at the track record of all these entertainers and these prominent so-called leaders in our community, all they do is attach themselves to things with no benefit. Because they know you're going to look up to them.
Yeah.
Like back in the 80s, famous so-called black actor Billy D. Williams.
Yep. Oh,
He was
yeah.
promoting
Yeah,
malt
he was-
liquor, Colt 45.
Yeah.
Man, with the S
And that nigga is so smooth, man. He make me want to
Yeah.
drink that shit.
Hey, the leaders of our people call us the air, man. Isaiah chapter 9, man. The leaders of our people call us the air, man.
That's it. Like the groundbreaking so-called black actors.
See? All right, get off the camera, come get your ass.
And
Look at me like that.
That was a complete coup, man. A complete coup. But they say he ran the groundwork for a so-called black actor to film.
Who, Billy D?
No, Buckley.
Oh, yeah, buckwheat? Hell yeah.
But what he was doing on film was complete cool, man.
Yeah.
It was exploitation. He was literally sucking his body, literally.
Hey, read
Continuing the narrative that Esau put out there, these actors who get paid pimps on camera. You don't see a whole bunch of straight Negro, Latino, and Native American men in movies where they the good guys. Where they the main characters. And they standing on business for real.
Hey, cause they made Hancock drunk as hell.
Right. Colt 45.
That was Denzel. You know, I put in the chat,
No, who was the other guy? You got that shit, Jonathan Davis, he was supposed to play in one of those
Marvel, we're talking about
Came the Conqueror, man. And they took him down. A prominent role, actually Jake standing on something, and they took him down.
You can't have that, man.
Hey, even Denzel in that role, man. Denzel had to pucker up, man.
The Gladiator.
Yeah, he had to kiss a man, man. And then they took it out. They took it out the movie. They made him do the shit, then they took it out the movie.
That was part of the ritual.
Right.
Right. That's how they did
One for the ball.
Samuel L. Jackson when he was in Star Wars. The saying is he had to go to the director's couch with George Lucas. Because George Lucas owned the whole Star Wars set. George Lucas, good for his bitch ass.
And that
Sambo
movie,
ass
right,
nigga.
back in the 90s, Pulp Fiction, Vin Rames had to pick it up his ass on camera.
Yeah, he took it up.
that scene on
Cousin Zed.
Yeah. It's fruit boot ass anyway. Go
And they
ahead
take
up.
these roles and they have no. That's why the scripture say, "What have a man to gain if he loses his soul?
Gain it.
Gain the
Yep.
whole world."
Yep.
Lost all time integrity.
Nigga lost all of it. All of it.
All of it. Now, whatever people see, that's what they're gonna remember. No matter how much money you made, that can't. It can't cover that up.
Hey, that's why when we see these Lil Waynes and Jeezys and Dr. Dre's, like, man, you niggas is faggots, man. All you niggas done took it up the Duke shoot, man. All them niggas, all our leaders, all our celebrity leaders, they done been compromised. All of them, man. It's not one out there. And the ones that didn't, like 8 Ball, them JG type, them niggas ain't signed that contract, man.
And see, Esau don't mind you making a little money. But when you able to speak to your people, you gotta be comfortable.
Yeah,
You can't have a huge platform and Esau fund you talking to your people and telling them something that's in their benefit against him. That's why guys like Kanye, they come in with all Kendrick. Homie, you start talking about getting Israelite, what off, and then they come back with a new identity. He ain't Israelite no more. He ain't gonna touch that with a
he done. That nigga said he was Jesus Christ.
Now you talking about some bullshit on this.
Of course.
Be anything you want, but not in this way.
Because on this side, Esau gives money to the worst of our people, the criminals. Like, how is you Negroes Latinos in America looking up to a King Von or how does that work? How does that work for you? That's like looking up to Barabbas, waiting for Barabbas to drop a hit. Like look at it, like that's the equivalent of what Esau's getting. He took the worst of our people. Because what you notice is that when these rappers go on trial for these Negroes, they never bring the label into it. And the only reason they were able to buy those guns and those cats is because the labels gave them the money. That's how they was able to buy hats. Pay Jake to hop in Hellcats and black it out, shit it out and take the tag off.
Right.
With exotic guns. How? Because the label gave them some money. And they were able to fund these operations. They don't never bring the label into the Rico.
And you notice how all these different rappers, they bring in the people that's actually doing it. Like they seek after Jakes that is in the street trapping and doing all that kind of stuff. And they intentionally fund them Jakes because they know they don't do this shit. Right. That's why this nigga Gucci, man, all his artists, they just dead or in jail, man. Because he go after niggas that actually do that shit. So then he give them money to continue that shit in the street, man.
Why do you go that you don't stand in America being a so-called law-abiding citizen is lame, but being a criminal is where it's at. That street interview where they asked Eve,
drug dealer.
For a 9 to 5 or
Drug dealer.
They all say drug dealer. Why do you think like that?
That damn
Because
curse.
there's a narrative that's been pushed out and you accept it without even understanding it. That's not your culture. Real quick to land back the point, but it's Proverbs 16 and 29. A violent man entices his neighbor and leadeth them into the way that is not good.
That's fire.
That's what we saw done.
That's that Proverbs 12 and 26.
Entice the majority of our people and lead them into a wrong system.
Now he ain't got to tell them. Y'all
Yeah,
fight,
yeah,
they kill each other. He's gonna pay attention. Let's sign up, let's sign Glenn Bond. He's gonna talk about his ops and how he go from the store. And now you see the Chicago culture everywhere.
Yep.
Now you got ops in Texas. Y'all got a whole scene of killing niggas and rapping about it. Philly got a whole scene of killing niggas and rapping about it.
New York.
New York.
Hey, that nigga, what's his nigga name? This nigga said, I'm just with some Philly niggas, they just want to kill somebody. What his nigga name is? That was with Rick Ross. The little fruit booty nigga, Meek Mill. He did it and tossed that nigga salad. I'm Team Wade. Nigga tell me he with some Philly nigga that just want to kill somebody. Nigga, you ain't killing nothing, nigga. You getting killed. Nightly. I know he got a break right now. Diddy in jail. That nigga got a break.
Hey, they had him cooling off. In the
Him and Rick Ross.
Hey, remember they
Yeah,
had him
that
cooling
nigga
off in
get
the
off between Rick Ross and Diddy. I know he glad Diddy in jail. That nigga asshole get a break. Nigga talking about, nigga, your lyrics cold, boy. But eye to eye, boy, your integrity is gone.
compromise, bro.
Hey, and the elder just did. Guy just walked by that was standing here with a chick. The elder said, "Damn, his hair longer than hers." That shit is off, man. A man's hair should not be longer than his woman, man.
That don't even
Faggot ass
sound right,
nigga,
right?
man. Salaki, go ahead, up.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter
Off,
3.
man.
It says in Ecclesiastes 12 chapter that the daughters of Egypt shall be brought low.
Yep, yep.
Because nowadays, even though you have women listening to Jesus,
Yeah,
and that's what they want us to do. They want us to do some real shit.
yeah.
Mask on.
Gangster shit. What happened to Al Green?
With a Bruce Tyson mask on.
That nigga, that was crazy. What?
What's going on?
Yeah, Bobby Womack, them. Yeah. You know what it is? The thrill is gone.
The drill is gone. BB King up in here.
The thrill is gone, man. It's over.
Hey, they call it drill music, so they taking it literal.
Yeah. And even the so-called white man music is trash now, man.
Yeah, bro.
You got it. That nigga got country rap. What the fuck? Go ahead. You got it,
Is that a new sandwich? Wisdom of Solomon 3. Verse 1 again, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
Yeah, so it seems like our lives, like you said, Wisdom of Solomon 5, they're like madness.
Yeah.
But really the Lord is preserving Jacob.
Yep.
And I remember y'all called that part this one up a while ago about the Lord preserving Jacob even from himself.
Yep.
Because the word really preserves you from a lot of the madness that's going on in the world.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery.
That big motherfucker will fuck them up. Go ahead, up.
And their goings from us to be utter
He
destruction.
gonna eat both of their
But they are in peace.
Yep.
Hey, and brothers don't realize you have more peace of mind.
Yeah, man. Yeah, fact.
You have more peace of mind. Your speech is better than good. You have a peace of mind that you not bought.
Hey, cause I damn sure don't wake up. I don't wake up thinking about how I'm gonna kill a nigga, man. Esau ass, them niggas don't even sleep, man.
Because you get on top of the society, now you worried about fighting.
Right, cause you gotta maintain. You gotta maintain that shit.
You get a deal, you don't ride off into the sunset. Even guys like Kobe. And our people look at it as a success. You waking up at 4:30 in the morning and dedicating yourself to the entertainment.
We shoot 1,000 jumpers a day.
Right.
Off camera.
scriptures say that the Lord made the rich and he added no sorrow with it.
Right.
There's Edomites that don't have to do anything. They really, and they born into a family like that.
Yeah.
But they don't have to do anything but enjoy the world. They can jet set.
Yeah.
That is actual wealth. Our people may be rich compared to the average people that's doing anything better, but they are not wealthy.
They ain't wealthy,
There
yeah.
is a difference.
Hey, that nigga had to get up. That nigga perfected his game. With 1,000 jumpers every day. For you to die a grievous death, I'm good. You and your that was a grievous death.
Yeah, and your legacy, this devil's benefiting from it, man.
Yeah.
All your dribbling,
Hey.
he got the copyrights to all
Hey,
that.
his real.
Oh man, that's
So all that nigga heirlooms,
yeah.
man.
His mama was fighting.
Her mama and his wife was fighting over his money. Yeah.
They don't understand
That
All
shit.
but not.
having a
Right.
mentality.
If you trespass against
The
you,
average people that live in America we suffer. We suffer as a
another nigga in the mansion.
They so busy judging based on the exception and not the average. These guys like the Jay-Z's, those are exceptions to the rule.
Right.
The average people that chill in America.
Hey, what Earthquake said? If a nigga with 400 million can't keep a wife, I don't got a shot. How the hell Jordan lose his wife? Who the hell she gonna go fuck with after that nigga? You're right.
Because he hates rappers.
His son was fucking Skyler Pickens.
Yeah.
That's some low shit.
You don't have the ability, like you said, to just live. You have to maintain this. You have to constant work, and you have no time to rest. Right.
Hey, to show you, he don't got no integrity. Why would you let your son go sleep with this man's wife? Skyler Pickens' wife. You know they was divorced. That man, hey, Hollywood is weird for real, man. Now let him finish. You been reading on that? Reese, go ahead, bro. Finish.
Verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men,
Yep.
yet is their hope full of immortality.
Hey, it look like we doing bad, man. With our dresses on. We look like we doing bad, man, but it's okay. Go ahead.
Hey, I want to give you this Romans chapter 8, verse 18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Yep.
Us standing out there is a prime example of us being
Yeah.
No. I think, listen, the Lord is going to reward us for everything. And all the sufferings of this time is going to justify the righteousness that we inherit in the future. That's why, hey, the elder says it all the time. Hey, it's hard, but it's fair.
Hard, but it's fair. You got it.
Verse 5. And having been a little chastised,
Yep.
they shall be greatly rewarded.
Yep. Lord willing.
Being subject to part of the If you see this word, that's a part of it. And this is us showing our fear of the Lord more than the desire to be accepted by His people. That's beautiful. It's beautiful because it teaches us through the Spirit not to kill it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It grooms us through the Spirit to trust in the Lord so much so that we're willing to be subject to humiliation and mockery by people who really don't know what's going on anyway. Why would you care what they think anyway? They don't know what's going on.
Hey, man, they was against the Lord, man.
Right.
They was against the Lord, man.
For the Most High Yahweh proved them
Yep.
and found them worthy for Himself,
Yep.
as gold in the furnace.
Hey, I hit you with something. Even being here now, through the Spirit as it stands this day, is the Lord who's going to work something. That you're being reserved for the Lord. Even doing this work.
Lord willing.
As it stands this day, Lord willing to the end, but as it stands this day, you still be able to labor with how I should now shout because the Lord finds you word according to the person that He's giving you.
Yeah,
As it stands this day.
Yeah. And you could be doing something else.
Right. You could have been whatever you were doing in the world, the Lord could have left you there. I'm about to get this contract. Boom. I'm gonna get everybody out the way. The big grandiose dreams, the script that they have a saying in the world, the path to hell is filled with good intentions.
Damn.
Yeah, gone. Jake wanna take care of my, and that's not wrong to want to take care of your family. That's not wrong to want to be able to break the curse.
Damn.
But it is wrong to think that you're gonna be able to do it on this side.
That's the title for a lesson.
Because that's not the intention of the Lord. We're not brought here to break the curse. We're brought here through the Spirit.
That's
We're
spiritual.
brought here through the Spirit
Spiritual.
to endure, and Lord willing to save us.
Hey, that's the title for a lesson though. Hey, the extension to hell, what is it? How you say it? Good intention. Go to hell to pay with good intention.
It ain't wrong, and brothers desire to build it. Take care of their family and support. But we understand on this side, that's just not what the Lord
Yeah. Be around
this
moms
place is
more.
gonna be destroyed.
Be around your moms more. Be around your pops more. Hey, the Lord said, hey, let's go. Oh, what he say? I want to just go farewell my family. Let's go.
They think that brothers just break the camp and
Yeah.
sit on the cloud
Yeah.
until next Saturday
Hell
and
no.
up here and put on the garden.
Yeah.
No, we got family too.
Yeah.
Brothers got family that think about you and worry about you and call you. And it ain't wrong to love your family, but when it comes to the Lord, you gotta love the Lord more. And that's why Scripture says endure hardness as a soul. Because you got Edomites that are over there in Ukraine right now fighting in the war. They ain't got shit to do with it.
Yeah.
Behind the belief that they're serving a purpose for their nation.
And they ain't gonna never see their family no more. Yeah. And they ain't going
They
back.
don't see a lot of them not coming back.
They ain't
But
coming
they're
back.
willing to do that
Yeah.
for the sake of their nation.
Yeah.
Jacob's not willing to do that for the Lord.
Man, we're gonna, the Lord gave you this Holy Spirit, I'm gonna stand in great boldness. Yeah, Lord willing, man. Lord willing, bro. You got it.
For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself.
Lord willing, man.
As gold in the furnace, have you tried them?
Receive them. The burnt offering.
Because nobody understands what you're going through like a brother in the truth.
Right.
Your family don't. And this is why you have a lot of these veterans that talk about how they like being amongst each other, sometimes more than their own family. Because only the ones that was in the trench, they really understand how they
Yeah.
That's why Scripture talk about not forsaking the assembly of themselves, because being around brothers and reminds you that you're not fighting by yourself.
So may ask, the Lord put brothers through certain tribulations, not only for that brother's chastisement or learning, but also to see the reaction of the brothers, how they handle it.
Sometimes those experiences are lessons from the
Right.
You don't wait for something so the next one you have to go through. It works in two birds, one stone.
As gold in the furnace, have you tried them and received them as burnt offerings? And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.
So in order for you to become a hunter, you got to endure being a fisher. In order for you to become that person, to receive that glory, so to speak, you have to endure the humiliation. How shall we be? Worse than this.
And fishing ain't easy.
Right, it requires patience.
Fishing is not
It
easy.
requires patience. We hasten to be out of here, but we still have to be patient to go on the Lord's time, not our own.
Hey, you the crickets, the worms, and you might not. They might take your cricket or your worm. Then the next one, you about to pull this fuck out, and that nigga get off the hook with the food. You be like, man, I ain't fuck fishing today, man. That shit is tedious as a motherfucker. Go ahead up.
You gotta be in all weather too.
Yeah.
You gotta be in uncomfortable positions. You take away time for the family. You gotta get up early before the sun.
Yeah, you got what they
Quiet,
say.
still.
Yeah, man.
Early bird get the first one.
Jake don't understand the necessary sacrifice that the men of that nation have to maintain.
Yeah.
Right now, the Lord is doing it with the elect. So the elect the laborers are building through the Spirit. But nobody wants to be a part of it when he's building the foundation. Everybody wants to finish part of it. Especially our people, because they don't really understand how nation building works. Lord is rebuilding our nation to get up with the foundation. But the chief cornerstone being Yahweh Shai. That's an ugly business, so to speak.
Yeah.
It ain't pretty. It's dirty, you know. You can't really see the vision, the full, the end result yet. You're just working and building and hoping the end result. But that's what's a part of what's happening right now. It's a dirty business, so to speak, that somebody got to do it.
Hey, and that's why they put the kitchens in the back, right? Because all that grease popping and all that sweating, all that's happening, all you get is a bag for what you need. And that's what this society is used to, instant gratification.
Doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
God is hard, but somebody else can do it. Right? That's why the Lord made tailor-made certain spirits to actually go through the battle. You know, the battle is hard. Lord is not people, all those that are accepted. They have to go over and fight for their lives. Because their spirit wasn't tailor-made. But the Lord tailor-made something in my spirit. Lord willing to do it.
Lord willing, man. Lord willing. You got it up.
And that's just like how Esau, the scriptures tell us that endure hardness as a good soldier goes. Look at Esau. Even them being a base of the league, you still have these veterans that are willing to go and fight these wars and die.
Yeah.
And leave their family behind to push something that they believe is a righteous cause for their nation.
For their nation, yeah.
They don't have that mentality. That's why they'll look at this. It looks like a thing of vanity. Like it's vain. It ain't worth nothing. But they don't understand the spirit. But for those who do, this is a thing. The scriptures talk about them being greatly commended that stood so stiffly for the Lord. The narrative gonna change. Once the Lord does what he does, the men that stood stiffly are gonna receive that reverence compared to the casual Israelite in the kingdom of heaven because they endured the affliction. Lord will be a part of that number.
This is how Jesus magazine inspired the minds of people. Like just like here, something that and he gave them spoke words for this people. Right? Gave them dreams, words to believe. And it spurred their minds, it spurred their hope. Because he put them in the framework for the promise. And as we know, it's only selective spirits of record. That's going to resonate with the promise of the Bible. Have that sense of belief, have that sense of purpose, have that sense of urgency when it comes to fulfilling the will of Yahweh.
Take a particular spirit and do his work. The Lord got to give you a measure. That's why whatever measure you have, count yourself blessed with the spirit. Because it takes a certain type of spirit to do this work she is doing. It takes another type of spirit to be in great millstone compared to the rest of Israel. Because even amongst the circumcision, you're reproached amongst your own people. When you come to the apostles and elders and the brothers that teach the like-minded doctrine, you're really separated from the IUICs and all of those different camps that don't push the prophecy as hard.
Go ahead up.
Verse 8, they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him, for grace and mercy is his saints, and he has cared for his elect.
That's why this place is good. Every time you think about the conditions of this place, just understand, this place is hypergamous by nature. It's an effeminate spirit on these people. Right? So that's why in Psalms 110 it says that people shall be willing in the day of thy power. When the Lord starts turning things right side up, because everything's upside down right now. You see? You got us at the bottom, our women are on top of us, and they're following Esau. So when the Lord flip it, Esau gonna be on the bottom. Our women still gonna be in their position, but they're gonna be looking up at us, not down at us. That's the times we're coming in, man. Lord willing to be a part of that number.
I was gonna say, because we know the natural order according to the Lord is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, the man, women, and children. Like back at the brother's point, in this society is Esau, the children, the women, and the men.
It's coming back in a big way to in this society, Israelite man is robbed in this way. Nobody respects Negro, Latino, Native American. And it goes from the children, it goes from leaders in this society. Because the way things are being ran now, it's not, it's unfruitful.
That's it.
And
No,
if
I'm
you
good.
don't see it by this point in time, you're part of the problem. The Lord is coming down.
Right. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 27:28. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance of the lion shall lie in wait for them. They that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare, and the anguish shall consume them before they die. That's what's coming to the wicked of the earth. Because they make a mockery and reproach to the chosen people of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
Raise up indignation, pour out wrath, take away the adversary, destroy the enemy, make the time short, remember the covenant, let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapes be consumed by the rage of the fire, let them perish that oppress the people.
Now Esau, man, they gonna get escaping to them bumpers. But their end goal is to be burnt up, man. A bonfire. You got it.
Smite asunder the heads of the rulers of the east, that say, there is none other but me.
Right. This is smite the heads of the rulers, man. And this gonna be a permanent wound. There ain't gonna be no, they ain't gonna revive from this one. You got it.
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning.
Right.
And raise up prophets that have been in thy name.
See, that's the Amos 2. Verse 10 and 11, Lord, they're going to raise up prophets from out of Israel, man. Go ahead.
Verse 16, reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful.
Right. So real quick, get the Amos 2. So it says, the Lord said He's going to raise up prophets out of Israel, man. The Lord don't got no prophets in Moab and Ammon, man. And Edom. So these Jane Whites and vocabs and what's the nigga name? Not Dr. Brown, Falsified Brown. The word doctor meaning falsified. Go ahead and read that.
They're not qualified to speak on our record.
Right.
Not even all Israel's qualified to speak on our record. This iron here. That's why the same thing GJ be having, banging in games. That's what we have for you. How about Shemel Shot?
Right. Right. Yep.
We stand on that spirit of how about Shemel Shot. And only Israelites can teach this.
That's it.
Beginning with the elect. Beginning with the laborers amongst the elect. Because you have the elect and you have the laborers. And that's when the Lord's put the spirit on them according to their measure, all right, to prophesy and really break down what the scriptures are saying according to the mind of the Lord. That's a gift. That is a privilege.
Right.
And that's why the scriptures talk about think thereupon with reverence. What is given to you. Because what is given to you is more than men can understand.
Yep.
And that's just the milk.
Yep. Read verse 9.
Amos 2 and 9. Yet destroyed I the Amorite before them, whose height was the height of the cedars, and he was strong as the oaks, yet I destroyed his fruit from above.
You got to think, our nation has always been delivered from nations that were stronger.
Yep.
That is a part of our legacy, part of our history as a nation. Because we've always been ostracized amongst these people. And then the Lord would deliver us from a nation that on paper is stronger.
Yep.
That's what Egypt was, and that's why the Lord said, shall no one be said the world living that delivered us from Egypt. Because this kingdom is exponentially greater than Egypt. These niggas got drones, they got submarines, they got nuclear submarines, you can't even take a radar, they got hypersonic missiles, they got radar, they got satellites. So the Lord delivering us as a nation of people without us doing anything but serving and believing Him is going to be spoken about for eternity. This is the story that never ends.
That's why how about Shemel Shah shows his power. When the odds are not in your favor.
Right.
That's why the say hope against hope.
Right. Because the Lord's going to get the credit for this. It ain't going to be Jay, I got blood. No. So that no man can boast.
Yep.
Right.
Go ahead.
and his roots from beneath. Also I brought you up from the land of Egypt and led you 40 years through the wilderness to possess the land of the Amorites.
And you think Jake like the flesh? The Lord, man.
Right.
The Lord always overdid and overcompensated for his people. We never had to, the scripture says, by street shall know them. Once you have that understanding, that's when the trust in the Lord begins to grow.
And our trust and our confidence is in the Lord's mercy. Our works are an expression of our faith, but we don't have confidence in our works. If you understand that we can't, all the work we've done on this side, we can't present it to the Lord and be like, I earn my mercy. We ain't earned them. When all is said and done, we are unprofitable servants because we still need mercy. That's why that whole the idea of being over righteous concerning the law with a lot of these camps is them glorying in their works. When you really understand that your works are the expression of their faith, we still need mercy from the Lord. And that's where our confidence is that the Lord will have mercy on us. The Lord will look to continue to believe in Him and show our belief through our works.
And I raised up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus when you children of Israel? Said Yahweh.
Yes, so the Lord raised up prophets for Israel. Only Israelites can be prophets, not every Israelite is a prophet.
It says, but ye gave the Nazarites wine to drink, and commanded the prophets, saying, prophesy not.
Right. Wicked ass Israelites, man. Wicked Israelites.
I got one real quick. Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. And that's what we're waiting on through the Spirit. That's what we hasten. That's what we desire. We place in our own land. We understand that there is no light at the end of the tunnel for us in Babylon the Great.
Yeah, no.
Contrary to what Esau's telling our people, there is no light at the end of the tunnel for us. Esau's never going to look at you one day and have compassion. That's just not, it's not in his nature. So instead of going to the CO, the correctional officer, why not go to the judge that put you in this condition in the first place?
Right.
And that's what the elected going to do. But 2/3 of our people, they're going to fall in this issue. But through this deliverance, the Lord's going to establish His name and reputation. And our people, our reputation as a nation is going to be reestablished in the earth through that judgment. It's not going to happen through convincing them with the scriptures. It's going to happen through them experiencing the judgment of the Lord. Just like the Egyptians. After the firstborn and the dead, they acknowledged His people to be the sons of God. Right. We're saying we're the sons of God through the Spirit of God, Yahweh, but it's going to be stamped with the judgment.
Hey, that's beautiful because I was watching the GMS Holland Death Camp, okay? And they had this Muslim dude. He said he had a dream about what the death camp was talking about, and what they were going into is the deliverance by via charity. And he said that he had a dream, and he said that he saw people being sucked up by light. He goes, the sky was filled with fire. And that was talking about the chariots. He goes, the whole sky had spots of fire in the sky. And he goes, people was being sucked up with light. He goes, and when the sky cleared, he goes, he was left there. And he was like, man, why didn't I get to go? Why didn't I? What happened? Well, all those things is just to further encourage us that the Lord is going to actually do what He says He's going to do. Deliverance is a must for Israel. Sign and crying is exactly what's on display on the four corners of the earth. This isn't by chance these things are happening. All the brothers all across the world, Native Americans, Latinos, and so-called blacks and Hispanics, crying about the same thing, praying to the same power. That's not by coincidence.
5 and 10. All thy works shall praise thee, O Lord, and thy saints shall bless thee. They shall speak of the glory of thy kingdom, and talk of thy power, to make known to the sons of men his mighty acts. Glorious majesty in his kingdom. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. Thy dominion endures throughout all generations.
That's it. Right. Get your clothes out.
That's what brothers are doing now through the Spirit. Proclaiming the mighty acts of the Lord, past, present, and future.
Hey, brother, the audience said something beautiful about how, this is a never-ending story. It reminds me of the scripture that says, the days of man may be numbered, but the days of Yahweh are innumerable.
It's Ecclesiastes 37:25. The days of the life of man may be numbered, but the days of Yasharallah are innumerable.
Right. Drop the mic on that one. We died like as a nation, the Lord likens us to the sun and the moon and the stars. These are ordinances that never go away. When you think about the kingdom, and this right here is nothing but a little blip in time. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is a short, light affliction that we're going through as punishment for our iniquities. But the kingdom is everlasting. We can't even comprehend everlasting. But that really puts it in perspective. Like this is nothing. This is something that we got to deal with. We have to suffer this humiliation. We have to suffer patience. And bro, as soon as this suffering goes down, like as soon as that strange salvation takes place and the Holy Spirit returns, eternity, the eternity of peace, the eternity of joy, the eternity of health, everlasting. Man, this has to. This is why the scriptures say, "Comfort one another with these words." This is supposed to be comfort. This is supposed to inspire you up and have you trusting the Lord more and more. Each day will one day closer, like the Lord always says. But this is not me. This don't matter.
Hey, like the elder bros say, man, we know what we fight.
Bro, you can count on one hand how many times you've had joy in your life. That's not normal. Whereas the Lord said we're going to inherit everlasting joy. Think about the moments in your life you had pure joy. And it's a handful. Whereas the Lord said you're going to have everlasting joy. Joy with no end. We don't even know what that's like. Jake think that, when you first come in, because we're young in the spirit, we think the kingdom is just going to be big families and festivals, and it's deeper than that. The fact that we have to live forever just to continue learning forever is a gift. Being able to explore forever. What? It ain't just gonna have. It's not just gonna be us having leadership and having big families. It's deeper than that. He said, "Eyes have not seen nor ears heard," meaning there's another level. Lord willing, we be a part of that number, but you have to be subject to the humiliation that comes with preaching this word in a world that don't understand the mind of God. You have to suffer that humiliation and mockery from people who really don't know what's going on around them.
Hey, Jay can't believe it and have a rulership mentality. How can he believe in the captivity of the devil who's rampantly ruling the earth? It's almost impossible.
Our people are still chasing the validation of a nation of people that hate them. So they don't even have the ability to see past this current rulership. But the Lord has preserved the elect faith to believe in the vision of what is expected. That we have joy in it. We don't even see. Not only do the Lord open our eyes and we see it, we want it. Our people hear, they hear the Lord's intentions, they don't want it. That's why the Lord's going to be justified and removed it. They don't want to be right. They're not slow. They ain't stupid. In order for you to rebel, you got to know the right way to go and choose to go the wrong way. And that's exactly what they do. There shall be chosen better than life. But the beauty of the mercy of the Lord is that they're even going to receive mercy. After they learn this lesson from death by pain, because they're going to come back to the Lord with their lips. And would you hate your child? No. You should understand your child is a child. That's going to be the casual Israelite in the kingdom of heaven. You made some mistakes, but that was your measure. It's not your measure no more. Now we can have these festivals and enjoy ourselves through the Spirit forevermore. Imagine a family reunion with no end.
Proverbs 2:7. He laid up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the path of judgment and preserveth the ways of the saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment.
And even on a personal level, brothers are being preserved in the way. The things that you look at as problems is really preservation.
Right.
The things that you look at as obstacles in your life is really a form of preservation by the Lord. If the hairs of your head are counted, you don't think all your circumstances were already predestinated. You knew what you were going to go through from that.
Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity. Yea, every good path.
And the judges have to understand that first and foremost. The Lord say, ye that be judges of the earth. We have to understand the importance of righteousness and equity. And we're able to do that through the word. We see in the word. We see in the world through the eyes of the Lord. We're able to see the importance of righteousness and equity and implement it in the earth.
That's the responsibility that the brother brought up earlier.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Because our people were taught that king is a title. It's something that you just get to enjoy having more than the next man. That's not what kings are set up for. They're set up for order. To maintain order and equity. To lord over the resources of the earth with equity. That's what Yahweh Shai is coming to do. But he's not going to have to micromanage you, but there'll be elect under him that are going to be able to dispense judgment. So he can actually enjoy his peace.
Right.
That's why when you look at the ancient movies, those movies of the ancient world, the kings, they sit in the council amongst their lords. Their lords out there doing the business, and then they bring it to the king, and the king says the word, and they go out and execute. That's what the kingdom of heaven is going to involve. The Yahweh Shai, the one that Abraham called Jesus, being at the top of that, and the governing body executing his will in righteousness.
Proverbs 2:10. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee.
And understanding is keeping us now. We have to have more confidence that the understanding and the faith in the Lord is going to carry us through what we see coming down the pipeline. That's why we're not afraid of the circumstances of the Lord. There's a difference. A lot of times when we've been in the war, we went outnumbered. We didn't have the right equipment, we didn't have the right resources. And you had to have faith that the Lord was going to see that battle. This time is no different. I got one. It's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 and verse 20. Therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore. But that desire of wisdom is going to bring the kingdom. Not the desire to have the lush houses, the lush empire, all that's going to come in due season. But this is the intangible. This can't be bought. The Lord going to give us all the other things in due season. But this is most important. The understanding of wisdom and judgment. And that's what the Lord is grooming the judges of the earth. The Lord will be a part of that number to understand. Brothers going to be in the kingdom, and women and children ain't even going to be that deep. That's what's going to be like putting on socks. That come with the Israelites. What you mean? A lot of Jake's got that going on now in the lower school. That just come with it. There's another level beyond it that the Lord is giving us to understand now. Because the kingdom is not just going to be for us as a nation, it's going to be for the entire nation.
Revelation 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation. It shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast as thou hast, that no man take thy ground.
With that, we're giving all praise, honor, and glory to our power.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone only. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Only unto you we say,
Shalom. Wah.
While tuning in, may your help by Shema Shah continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. While for your precepts. Till next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shalom, Rayam, Wah, Anashim, Wah, Abadi, Wah, Aragi, Wah, Mashapaya, Ho, the warrior, Wah, Yam Nawah, Bapashah, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shalom, Wada, Aman. Shalom.